I didn't want to kill any more of our own or stand by and watch them die. Those were my honest and true feelings. Have you been brainwashed by some strange cult Don't you say cult and Takumi in the same sentence, Commune. Don't you do it! You don't know what I've seen! I don't know what I'm doing. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the paradigm. It is the holiday season. I honestly forgot that I put this on. It is where it needs to be, luckily. Because it is December here right now for you, and it has yeah, it's time. Let's do it. July. Anywho, I sat down and I was thinking to myself, "Oh yeah, it's time to beat this killing game," and then I realized we already did. Now we just have to beat Veshness. And he still can't believe Veshness survived. Fair enough. Or that our army's grown even stronger. They became serious about taking us out because we were so aggressive during the hunt. Perhaps this was the sponsor's ultimate objective all along. Every time December starts, I have to, like, resituate, like, audio things because I have to have the audio at least go strong enough to go through my hat. Which isn't much because the sound those are pretty fluffy hats, so the sound, I guess, waves don't get dissipated too much. But I also like to hear out of this ear, so, you know. Anywho, perhaps this was the sponsor's objective all along. Why do you say that? They organized a game that made us hunt down every single school invader we saw. Knowing that all the time it would foster hatred among the invaders. And I need to get some things out of the way of the screen. A bottle, some Hall's cough drops, and preparation for potential holiday schniffles. Eventually, boiling over and exploding into an all-out war. It was already an all-out war, to be honest. It has been for more than 88 days, to be honest. That kind of full-scale fighting is sure to create an astounding number of dead bodies. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess that is their goal. So the sponsor gets a ton of dead bodies by making both sides take each other out. It's starting to sound more and more like the first sponsor really was a zombie. Well, you're not entirely wrong. Yes, you kind of are. You're kind of wrong. You're not entirely wrong. Actually. We're still playing out the sponsor script even after they're gone. Now hold on a minute. This could still end very badly. You know? All that we need is one more new queen. And then they'd be done. Another queen for the rest of the rest of... I'm kind of thinking, like, the female one is like the queen bee. Where all the other male ones just kind of do whatever the queen wants, you know what I mean? If that side is truly unified, then the number of combat organisms will be the likes we've never seen before. How can you even defend against something like that? Well, easy. We just slaughter them. And Veshness is even stronger than Dulcia, right? She did just absorb his cryptoglobin. Gah! What an impossible game to try and win. Everyone started to look gloomy. Who could blame us? We were all filled with dread. Is this all that we have? Oh my gosh! It's the four of us, the new siblings, and the old siblings. Oh my gosh! We thought our fight would be over once Dulcia was defeated, but that hope had been turned to utter despair. Classic. This couldn't go on. We were being paralyzed by fear. As their leader, I had to do something. Let's talk about our bright future ahead. Well, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Dwelling on this gloomy stuff is only gonna make us gloomier. So, let's talk about our dreams. What our dreams are for the future. This is an order from your leader. I'll even start us off. I ignored everyone's confusion and started talking about my dreams.
Once we're back on the artificial satellite, I'm going to become roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Darumi.
He's down for it.
We're gonna rent a cheap but big house and live together in abject poverty.
lmao! Okay, I don't think that is going to be entirely correct. I feel like once we get back there, we will be lauded as the saviors of humanity. Or they'll kill us, one of the two.
Becoming penniless roommates with my friends. That's my current dream.
Wait a second, Takumi. That was my dream. You can't just poach it like that. Well, it means that you and I have the same dream, Tsubasa. Just like we should. I mean, you and I are united in mind and body. In more ways than one. And body? Is it because she took half of his sins or something? Stop, not in front of all these people. I'm really not appreciating this sudden and unsolicited info dump, guys. Whoa, united in mind and body, so suggestive. What is it? What is being united in mind and body suggested of? Close your ears, Commune, you're too young for this. Yugamu, you're next. What are you gonna do when we get back? Any future plans? Dream jobs? Dream jobs, you say? Ideally, I'd like to do something medicine related. I think I've taken enough lives, so now I want to use my knowledge about the human body to save them instead. I think I'd make a great doctor. You've already saved my life plenty of... I think you'd make a great doctor, rather. Not I. You wouldn't. You should just go be a teacher and babysit your new little sister. You've already saved my life plenty of times. How about you, Darumi? What are you gonna do? What a stupid question. Infiltrating and a rogue... Oh my gosh. Company, of course. I'll start as a janitor and work my way up rather to director of my own project. Then I'll flood the spineless adventure game industry with my erotic fantasies. Wow, when did you become so optimistic, Darumi? After your kiss, probably. You call this being optimistic? What about you two? What do you want to do on the artificial satellite? Just live my life out peacefully with Commune, I guess. Take daily walks, go shopping, enjoy life of an ordinary person. I do not expect a life of ease as a refugee, but I will use my skills and abilities to overcome any obstacle. Well, I'll support you however I can. That's what I promised Ava. Okay, Imakako, what are your dreams? It just so happens dearest brother and I were discussing this matter the other day. Once we make it to the satellite, we'll volunteer to distribute food to any children in need. Oh, wow, wait. Okay, twins. We really should balance out all the bad things we did here with good stuff. Look at them, they have moral compasses. At least while the other one is alive. Anywho, and what could be better than helping children who were just like us in the past? Well, I don't think any kids were just like you in the past besides the rest of the people here. Outside of Commune. And Nozomi. That's an awesome dream to have. I'll help too. I'll build a powerful cooking stove for you. Wait, hold on. You cannot let them do the cooking. Humanity's gonna die out. You likely need medical assistance as well. That's where I come in. I can help with that. There we go. Yugamu, you are exactly right. As we spoke about our plans and dreams, our faces become brighter and brighter. Painting rather a vivid mental picture of a bright future is a great way to shake yourself out of the paralysis of despair. And that's what I learned that night. Not to mention, being around Tsubasa infused me with even more life. Ooh, oh my gosh. Let's all beat Veshness together. Her cryptoglobin will definitely be strong enough to activate the escape pod. Then we'll be able to make our dreams come true. We don't need her cryptoglobin specifically to activate it. We can just wait until day 100 now. But we do need her to fuel it. Anywho. The energized rather than looking forward to the future again, everyone started preparing for the final attack with renewed determination. We've got to get as strong as possible before Veshness launches her final attack. I slapped my cheeks. Do I actually get free time? Well, this is unexpected. Now, hear me out. I have not done free time in a long time, you guys. I thought we would have more free time on some of these routes, but we have had like none. I kind of want to talk to people. Tsubasa, what's up? Since we can't turn back anymore, the only way is forward. Very good. Is Commune around, actually? No. Well, maybe she's with Nozomi. She is with Nozomi! What's up, Commune? Let us see this through to the end together. We will strike down the accursed Veshness and put an end to this war. How you doing with your sister? Together to the end. Our future is ours for the taking. Okay, well, first and foremost, I guess I'm going to... I don't know where I want to go, to be honest. Let's come here, because we have all of this, like, BP, but, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't think we have any, like, yeah, materials. We're fresh out of materials, for real, for real. Like, I can't do Airblade. I would need 100 of everything, and I'm not quite there. Darumi, we haven't had you in a little bit. We still can't upgrade. I feel like at this point we can't upgrade, really, anybody's anything. We get him Unyielding Spirit. We could upgrade that to max. That's not the worst thing in the world. I would like to get one of these two up to max, actually, but whatever. Shoma's dead. Nozomi is alive. What is Rescue Bullet? Oh, recovers 4 HP. I mean, that's nice, but whatever. We could max this out. But once again, we don't fight that much. We legitimately do not fight that much. Man, I already miss Ava. I do like... So look, I think I said this... I don't know who I said this to in the comments. But man, this route was real good for the Ava fans. And it's good for the people who wanted to be Ava fans. Like me. Because this entire time, I've been waiting for, like, a route like this one, where Ava has not been, like, mind-controlled. We could really see what Ava's all about. And I feel like this was the truest Ava that we could have, really gotten. But honestly, we also got the Ava that pulled the Pinky on the other route, which I think was kind of neat. An Ava who was pushed to her limits. An Ava who was pushed to our limits, and didn't see us as, like, the kind individuals that, you know, etc., etc. I mean, we can go to the metal shop. It's one of those things where just, we don't have stuff, huh? Like, for the most part, I would want to get more of this, but this is so expensive. I think I should just use this time to give people gifts, honestly. We'll look at this. Yeah, you're good, buddy. I mean, I'm not against agility potions, too. Or defense potions. I think defense potion is the one that I was like, huh, this could be useful. I wouldn't be mad at getting more uses and maybe having that do +4 or 5 instead. Just because I have seen, like, that potion could be useful in not using a turn to, like, have Nozomi heal, or drinking some potion to heal yourself, or using a different move that heals you to essentially, like, negate some of the damage that, like, a Veshness is doing if we have to fight a Veshness. Also, I got the Sprite Cranberry. I haven't had these during the holidays until like a year ago, but I was like, huh. That's pretty good. So every holiday I'll grab like 1 or 2 of those. Have it during the holiday season. I think I'm just gonna hang out with people, and I think I might hang out with Yugamu. I say that, but I still have the obstacle of I don't have anything. Or I don't have much. Actually, give me name. Yugamu, you have definitely come up in the upper echelons of this. Oh, we can make a couple of these for you too. Yo, It's so easy to pick people right now because there's only 7 people. We don't have to scroll down. That's kind of crazy. Dang. Ooh, you know what?
This excites me so much I might accidentally kill.
You're fine. We do not have a...
Each member of my family
Here we go.
has a favorite MO and murder instrument.
I mean, we have... We have Taki. Taki. I don't... He could take out Veshnus by himself. With the attack potions, etc., etc. Yeah, he's got it.
My father's a sniper.
If I have to
My
fight that
mother
fight.
uses martial arts. My oldest brother uses poisonous blowing darts. They're faster than bullets in his hands.
That's
and he
crazy.
uses them to achieve different goals.
Or rather, it would be crazy if your lives weren't lies.
My second brother's a bomber. He has a ton of explosives at his disposal. Remote detonation, point blank. He's got a bomb for every occasion.
Oh.
My sister takes after our mom with one difference. She's got superhuman strength.
Oh, is your sister Moko? Kind of.
People let their guards down because she's just a kid, and then she kills them before they know what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
You can imagine how intense things get when we get into a family squabble.
Hopefully you don't resort to murder.
I'm not privy to the details, but I heard Mom and Dad's first meeting was particularly volatile.
Yikes.
I'll introduce you to them one day. If we make it back alive, that is.
Your bond with Yugamu is now stronger. I do kind of wish the bonding, if you got stronger bonds between two people, if you got some other stuff for that. Let's give him another scalpel and we'll call it a day. This is not where I go to do that though. I don't think I'm gonna find a scalpel in the library. We found a ghost in the library, or a hemoglobin, or rather cryptoglobin hemoanima. Cryptoglobin, like, specter personification or some sort of not us. Here. Back to you, Yugamu. Okako's at 3. I was gonna say, do I even have anybody at 3? Is somebody that I have at 0? I need to see who's at 0. I don't know who is at 0. I think I hung out with everybody at least once.
Soldiers, it's time to hit the hay.
At least you're still alive, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Shut up, C-Ray. Vestas must be organizing her troops right now. The upcoming final battle is causing me a lot of anxiety. But it's fine, we can beat them. We survived the invader hunt, Vestas has nothing on us. We can do this, we can beat them. I'm surprised there's not any... It doesn't feel like there's gonna be another choice at this point, you know what I mean? I choose to believe in our ultimate victory. After all, we had nothing else to fall back on. 9. 89 was the number of the prisoner from the Somnium Files, right? He was 89. Another day of training to prepare for the final battle. Great. I guess very quickly, let's go back here. Right, I wanted to see who had 0 that was still alive. Oh, Darumi, because I pretty much you're never alive to do things. Yeah, I don't think we've ever really had a free time for real where we can hang out with Darumi. Yeah, Darumi, girl, get yourself a thingy.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
I actually think I've given you one gift before. Now that I'm thinking out loud.
Okay, Takumi, let's not beat around the bush. You want me to recommend my favorite killing games to you, right?
Yes.
Amateurs always expect to be spoon-fed information without putting in the work. I've had to shed blood and tears, trawling through miles of crap to find rare gems worth playing, you know? Killing game genres overrun with stale copycats and rip-offs. So many of them are more like a checklist of tropes than anything original. I can't talk to anyone who hasn't plunged into that cesspool of despair and tasted the indignity themselves.
The indignity themselves.
So anyway, my favorite killing game, right? I'm in the midst of making it right now.
Oh?
You'll just have to wait until it's ready.
She's making Danganronpa 2x2, 2x2.
I'm gonna pull all these ideas floating around in my head together into the magnum opus of all magnum opuses. It's got high school kids killing each other while dungeon crawling. An escape room with gambling elements offering great cash rewards.
I do love a gamble.
Am I brilliant or what?
Killing game dungeon. I think a killing game dungeon crawler would be very interesting. Anywho. Let me actually go back here and take another peek. I kind of want to see if there's anybody that I haven't hung out with. I think there's a world where I haven't hung out with Kiyoshika. Yes. I was gonna say, when I was thinking out loud, I was gonna say, I don't think I've hung out with Kiyoshika. I think she is literally the only person that I do not remember getting a scene for. Which is not entirely surprising, since a lot of the route that we had a lot of free time on, Kiyoshika was dead. That is what brought us to the true route. Or route number 1. This route we haven't really had free time until right now. And before that we were on the route with all of the thingamadoodles. The boxes. And the boxes didn't really have any free time either. So yeah, I guess I really haven't had any time to hang out with Kiyoshika for real either. And I think maybe the times that I did, I was just busy hanging out with everybody else, and I was like, I'll loop back to the girly. In terms of threes, we are at Hiruko, and we are at Kako. Oh, and you, because I think I just kind of figured you were going to die again, and boy, have you been dying. If that ain't the truth. Here, let's go ahead and give another one to Darumi, actually, because I feel like Darumi is going to also stay dying. Darumi. This is the only thing that we know about you. I can still make one. It doesn't. I'm surprised this thing doesn't take. Oh, it's an actual movie. I was like, why doesn't it take paper? I thought it was like a. Well, I mean, you know, technically the thing on the back should take a little paper, but I'm not gonna complain because I have like none of that. Goodbye. Little ding dong, little bing bong. I would, once again, if I were making a game like this, I would have one character who likes, who loves every single item you give them, or finds something nice about every single item you give them. However, one item in the game causes them to go a little crazy. Anywho, Veshnus didn't show up today either. Perhaps it's taking her longer than expected to get her troops in order. Well, that's good news for us. The later she and my army show up, the later she and her army show up, not my army. It's me, I've been Veshnus all along. The more we have time to prepare. It's okay, it's gonna be alright. We can do this, we can beat them. I actually don't know if anyone submitted Veshnus into the Rumble votes, which is kind of surprising. Anywho, I repeated my mantra to myself over and over again as I got into bed. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's all I could do. It was all I could do, rather, to live each day clinging to the belief that we'd be victorious. And we are victorious. Until the end, or in the end, in this case. Shut up, Siri. I'm having a glorious moment.
Huh?
We're day 90 and he didn't do like the little special things. Oh, I'm sorry, Takumi. That's entirely my bad. But it was just your free time preamble, so I'm pretty sure it didn't mean anything, but we will look at the transcript real quick. Vestius is going to attack us within the next 10 days. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. We skipped basically nothing. Let's go. Back here, I think I'm just gonna keep flip-flopping between the two of them. What's up, girly? What do I have you at? Are you at... Probably 2. You're probably close to 3, though. It's crazy how he has 5 commander absorptions. You got 6. You have 8. Yeah, I gave the both of you an extra one, so let's just stick with you two. Darumi.
How do you know me?
You're pretty easy, actually, Darumi, to figure out. Well, I say that, but you did have some complex feelings a little bit about Hiruko. We thought you were just going insane. However, she was carrying a burden all her own. This is the second thing, so we didn't even need to do what we were doing. We are starting to run out of screws, though.
How do you know me?
How do you know me so well? Perfect. Bond 2.
Do you study a lot, Takumi?
Nope.
I don't. It totally bores me.
Let me tell you, it bores him too, but somehow, some of these routes... He's got some amazing deductive reasoning for somebody who don't do no studying or academics and who has been as... You know what? You don't need to have all sorts of studying and academics behind your belt to be good at deductive reasoning. That much is true. However, in some of these routes, I've seen Takumi have, like, 0 deductive reasoning, you know what I mean?
It's not like my parents have any expectations for me either. Oh! I'm not saying it's pointless to study or anything, okay? I just don't want to end up too smart. Smart people have more things to worry about after all. Also, I don't dig the competitive spirit it promotes. Why do other people seem to like it so much? Trying to one-up one another when we're not even playing a killing game is just stupid.
Darumi, please.
You can count me out.
What were the... Okay. Every so often, I do have to, like, sit down and ask myself, what were the scientists who were inventing these creatures? These pseudo-futurans? What were they thinking? What were they thinking with making her killing game obsessed?
I'm feeling stupid for even talking about it. Regular society and everyday life are pure trash.
Well... I kind of have to agree with her. Regular society now, on that artificial satellite, they do feel like pure trash. Another day with no attack, huh? This must be the calm before, what the calm before the storm is like, rather. Doesn't feel like, the cusp of a final show. It still doesn't feel like the cusp of a final showdown. Just come on and try it already, Vestius. You're gonna lose. Now he's ready for it. He's like, alright, let's do it.
So work well.
Okay, yeah, bye. Yeah, he's not even doing the, you know, the final 10. Oh, boo. Yet more training today. Alright, well, yet more hanging out with Darumi or Yugamu today. Pop them over. Do we just continue with... I'm gonna continue with Darumi just because... I honestly don't trust her surviving, but I do trust Yugamu surviving. Even though we have seen Yugamu die in the other route, and I don't think Darumi has. Yeah, we'll keep hanging. I don't think we can keep hanging out with Darumi, at least based on the splatter movies. We gotta find something else for her. Darumi, cool accessories, huh? I feel like she might actually like the temporary tattoo. I'm gonna try and take a peek at all of her. Well, this is the only soothing food in the game. I don't think that's gonna be a love item, you know, though? I clicked the wrong one. No. Yes. And I can't do either of those. Okay, well, let's just give her the middle one, I guess. It's not gonna be as good, so maybe we just do scalpel. I actually don't think we can make the scalpel anymore. I think both of these require a lot of screw, and we don't have any screw left. Oh, this requires a lot of rock. And we're almost at our rock, too. I need you guys to want something that has plant. Look at all the plant we got left. Everything else is like, please, sir, can I have a screw? Please, sir, can I have a rock? May you please? Can you pot with a piece of paper? And then they're just giving me plants instead. Come on, y'all. Come on, you're gonna take this, I guess. Crazy work. Oh, wow. Did you use the last of your
This
screws to make this? No, I actually used the last of our rocks to make that, but at least we got level 3 with you.
I think you've heard enough about my family. Here's something about me. As boring as it may be.
I don't know, I found you interesting on this route.
You could say I'm the black sheep of the family.
Does all of your family like to murder and you don't?
I'm a pretty darn good assassin if I do say so myself. But my family, they're outright killing machines. My dad decided to modify my body in order to better harness my potential. It did boost my assassination skills, but that was never the issue. The issue was my heart. Deep down, I knew killing for a living wasn't for me.
So what did you do to your heart?
If I had to kill someone, I wanted it to be someone I chose, in my own time, in my own way. That's why I never got any better at my job. How could I, when I was doing it so reluctantly? I'm going to quit someday. I'll have to tell my family about this decision too.
Dang. You won't. They're not real, but continue.
But not today, and not anytime soon. I can't even imagine the chaos that'll erupt when I break the news. Can you come with me to help convince them? I promise you'll get home safe afterwards. In pieces, if need be.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that, Yugumu, but maybe we'll do something else. Maybe you can tell them that you're taking up a life of, you're taking up a life of veterinary activities. You tell them that you're going on a long assassination mission that's gonna last about 90 years. Alright, anywho. Darumi, I think your other soothing food is just made of paper. Oh no, it's not just made of paper. This takes so much stuff. Here, take this, I guess. You'll like it. At least. I don't know if you'll love it.
How do you know?
Apparently you do love it. Okay, great. That being said, we can't make that for that long either. It has so much other stuff. I thought it would just be paper. But I guess it's happy powder, so it's like candy. Or cocaine. Well, I guess both make people happy. Everyone's gotten a lot closer in the last few days. Hey, if we kept going like that, the Invader Army would be no match for us. With that thought in my mind, I started getting ready for bed, and just then... I was gonna say, just then, wow, who could it be at this hour? I opened the door hesitantly, and standing on the other side was... Oh. That's not who I expected. Are you gonna do the same thing? It was like, what's her fellas? It's gonna die again, and she's gonna have to kill me and absorb my crypto globe to save herself. Commune, it's pretty late. Did you need something? Commune's face was twisted in agony. What is it? I intercepted... Oh, this is different. The wireless comms just now and ascertained the size of Veshnis's army. Really? How big is it? Much bigger than I anticipated. The Supreme Commander's claim about having the strongest army in history is no idle boast. So what are you saying? If she comes at you with the full force of her army, your chances of victory are 0. 0? That's an exaggeration, right? We won't know for sure unless we try. We haven't seen this man's Mr. Flameboy in some time. We know. You need my calculation skills. You need to give my calculation skills more credit. Well, I guess we don't have... We're down to just 7 people. So, in that regard, yeah, maybe so. To be honest. Not only is the army massive, they also procured a large amount of extinguisher agents able to put out the wall of fire. Oh. And do not forget they have Vestnus leading them. The battle is as good as lost already. I got hit by a wave of dizziness and almost collapsed on the spot. Should I even burden the others with this new revelation? They'd supported me because they believed we could fight off Vestnus together, but now... That is why I have come to you. I have a proposal that can avert total annihilation. A proposal? You mean there's still a way out of this? There is, and it's incredibly simple. We activate your escape pod before Vestnus arrives. Are you gonna say using yourself? The pod, but we're sitting ducks right now, precisely because we can't make it work. Only Vestnus has the cryptoglobin strong enough to power it now. We need not remain fixated on her. Oh. You have the cryptoglobin of far greater power than Vestnus can ever dream of right here in this academy. The Divine Infant. I'd been calling him that. I never called him that by that name before, rather, but I knew who she was talking about. The baby. His face immediately surfaced to mind. You mean the baby in the defense room? In the defense room on the 3rd floor of the academy was a baby in a capsule. Here's the thing, if we... Ooh, the undying flames produced by the baby's body around the clock were also being stored in missiles. It take 100 days for all of the missiles to be filled with undying flames. That was the reason we were here defending the academy. How do you know about him? Have I not already mentioned that I once headed the intelligence division on the other side? Once you reach the other side. Is that not how you do it? I am more familiar with your secret weapons powers than anyone else. In fact, I would venture to say I know more about you and your friends. You have not even been told half of it. That's true. That is true. Powering up the escape pod will be trivial with the cryptoglobin of the Divine Infant. Nevertheless, there are risks involved. Once the baby is dead, the protective wall of fire around the academy will disappear. Vestnus is likely to seize that opportunity to launch her final assault. However, given the current size and scale of her army, it may not be so nimble as it once was. Vestnus and our army don't factor into this. We're not killing the baby. Your anger is warranted, but this is undoubtedly an illogical measure. But Takumi, even if you do not kill him for this purpose... Did you know he'll be dead in another week anyway? Huh? The missiles he is creating in the defense room are ruthless weapons designed to raise all life on this planet, including himself. If the baby was going to die on day 100 anyway, maybe it wouldn't be a crime for us to kill him just a few days before. No, absolutely not. You can't ask me to kill a friend. Not the baby. Shion. Even if we haven't seen him in a while, that's what I was just saying that, dude. I was just saying, we haven't seen the baby in a minute. He was still our friend. So what if he was destined to die in another week anyway? Killing him ourselves is out of the question. We don't actually know where the name Shion came from. I think that's another little mystery in this game. You are perfectly justified to feel reluctant. It is not a path I would willingly tread either. But hear me out, Takumi. As cruel as this may sound, it might not actually be your duty to kill the baby. My duty? I'm sorry, it might be your duty to kill the baby? Did I completely misread that? It might it not actually. She was just speaking in like, different time of language. Might it not actually, la 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 la, in flowery language, essentially. My duty was that? Why, you ask? It is obvious, because you killed my mother, Ava. I do not hate you for what you did, since my mother chose her own fate. But now that you have stained your hands with her blood, you are obliged to keep going in the same vein to the very end. It is irrational that you could kill Ava, yet refuse to kill the baby. My past sins continue to haunt me even now, driving me into corners and forcing me to make unpleasant decisions. What Commune said made sense. It was my duty as Ava's killer to kill the baby as well. You don't need to take action right away, however, do remember that time is running out. I'll be waiting in the underground storeroom. When you feel ready, bring the baby's body there to me. Commune left me in my room to overthink her proposal. Think over her proposal, but he's definitely gonna overthink it too. I threw myself into bed, staring at the ceiling. We can win that fight, we'll just skip it, y'all. But I couldn't think clearly, I just couldn't. Ask Tsubasa, share your burdens. Huh?
Prepare.
Prepare for another day enduring the endurable and suffering the insufferable. I laid awake in bed until the morning, unable to sleep. What I needed to do was simple enough. I had to kill the baby. That was it. Go in the defense room, kill the baby, get his cryptoglobin. But could I really do that morally? We hadn't seen him in a while, but he was still our friend. I felt a sudden, desperate urge to see the others. Huh? I got up from bed and started to wander around the school and search for all of my friends. Huh? Am I actually gonna have to click on each of them? Or are they all in the cafeteria? No, a couple. Good morning, Takumi. Mr. Sumino, you came right on time. Ima and Kako bounced over to greet me the moment I stepped into the cafeteria. Please try. Wait, this actually looks good? Oh, well, what is it? A special kids lunch my dear sister and I came up with.
I want to make something like this for the street kids once we get to the artificial satellite.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
You guys, it looks good. This is actually delicious. I never thought I'd see the day. I'm sure the kids will love it. Considering how adventurous the twins have always been with their cuisine, that's a nice way to put it. I was surprised at this attempt at a more conventional dish. They were serious about what they'd said and were already working towards it. Once we make it to the satellite, we'll volunteer to distribute food to any children in need. We should really balance out all the bad things we did here with the good stuff, huh? With some good stuff, huh? And what could be better than helping children who were just like us in the past? I finished the kids' lunch Ima and Kako made, and then left the cafeteria. Well, hello there, Yugamu. Interesting to see you under this music. May I join you? I peeked into the library to find Yugamu poring over a stack of books on the table. Takumi dropped by for some morning reading too. Yeah, I thought it would be nice for a change. What are you doing? Or reading? Medical books related to biology. I'm going to relearn everything from the basics. How else can I become a good doctor? Right? You weren't joking about the doctor dream, huh? Dream job, you say? Ideally, I'd like to do something medicine related. I think I've taken enough lives, so I want to use my knowledge about the human body to save lives instead. Admittedly, you successfully performed that surgery on Ibuki. Nope, Darumi. They have similar hair. Darumi and Takumi to take the bombs out. You've done a lot of successful surgeries in this game. I think you don't have to learn everything from the bottom up, but there are likely still things you will learn by going from the bottom up if you've never gone from the bottom up. The ground up, rather. Yep, I'm retiring from the assassin business. I'd already resolved to do it the day that I made Kiyoshika take that poison. Oh.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
He turned back to the medical books solemnly. Yugamu was already making plans for the future. I didn't want to distract him and headed out of the library. Wow. Drew was typing furiously on a keyboard in the war room. Oh, it's just you talking to me. I'm busy writing. Talk later. Writing? A novel? A scenario, you silly goose. Remember what I said when I said I'd make the best eroge in the world? What a stupid question. Infiltrating on an eroge company, of course. I'll start as a janitor and work my up to be the dictator, director, not dictator, of my own company, project. Yeah! Then I'll flood the spineless adventure game industry with my erotic fantasies. I always thought I'd start working on it after getting back to the artificial satellite, but I can't stop this momentum now. I've been so caught up, I've pulled 2 all-nighters in a row. Kyo-ho-ho. Drumi's eyes were shining, not shifting. They're probably still shifting, but shining with life. I can hardly believe that this was the same girl who was frequently talking about killing herself only a few days ago. I'm so glad to see you're so passionate about it, but why the sudden urge to start now? Cause this is really the only thing I can do. Oh, life's been a steaming pile of crap, crappier than crap. Then one day it dawned on me, maybe I can write something that touches the hearts of those whose lives are just as crappy as mine. Oh.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others.
Wow.
Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
Okay, Darumi. Darumi was trying her best to carry on Hidiko's legacy in her own way. Her legacy of saving others. Wow. Maybe it's just easy for like Darumi to say something to be powerful, since she's usually saying off the wall crazy stuff. I watched Darumi hammer away at the keyboard for a little while longer before leaving. Uh-oh, Claire de Lune. Not who I thought would be Claire de Luning. I heard sounds coming from the metal shop when I decided to peek inside, where I saw Nozomi. She was on a sewing machine working on a piece of clothing. There's a sewing machine in here? Morning, Takumi. Morning, are you making clothes? Yeah, I was. I was thinking of making Commune some street clothes. That priestess dress doesn't look very comfortable. You're really stepping into your big sis role, huh? Nozomi was always so tense before, but now she seems completely at peace with herself. I intend to do for Commune everything my mom couldn't do for me.
I'll cook for her every day. Dress her up in pretty clothes. Go out together. And also... oh, so many things. I just can't wait to get to the artificial satellite.
To Nozomi, living a peaceful life with family was what happiness meant. Yeah, to be fair, nobody's even thinking about the flame boy, Shion, you know what I mean? I watched her work on the dress for a little while before, a little while more rather, before taking my leave. And lastly... Takumi, I finally found you. Tsubasa ran up to me when she spotted me walking down a hallway. What's wrong? What's the emergency? Check this out. It's my attempt at a perfect house layout for our roommate situation. Let me see. I know I'm probably jumping the gun here, but once I got started, I just couldn't stop. She showed me the layout that she had drawn and explained how it would be furnished. The TV definitely has to be here. It's the only space we can fit a sofa big enough for all of us. Not east-facing windows, no east-facing windows in Yugumu or Darumi's room for sure, since they're nocturnal. Wow. Wow, oh my gosh. Your room will be in the corner for more privacy, so no one will hear us when we're alone together. Oh my gosh. Seeing Tsubasa smile so radiantly as she talked about our life together warmed my heart. I wanted to reach out and hold her closer, to protect her and give her the brightest future.
For all of this to come true, we'll have to beat Veshness first, but that's no problem. She and her army will be no match for us.
Yeah, we'll make it happen one way or another. Even if I have to kill that baby. Everyone's already taking firm steps towards their futures. I want to make sure they all get to the artificial satellite and start living those lives, but to do that, is killing the baby and taking his cryptoglobin really the only way? If Veshness and our army really were impossible to defeat, it was our only option. But does that make it right? I knew the answer, of course it didn't. Should I send everyone to the artificial satellite even if it means doing something terrible by killing the baby? Or should I take my chances and rally everyone to face Veshness' final attack? I don't know why I'm thinking Irish whenever I get stressed like this and make this face, I become Irish. What am I going to do here? Oh, we're at a choice. I mean, I knew we were going to choose at some point. I didn't think it would be right here. Look, I'm pretty sure killing the baby is the wrong answer, so we're going to do that first. Yep. I'm pretty sure this will probably result in all of us dying, to be honest. I don't even know how well you'll be able to do it. There's no other way. I have to kill the baby. It was my responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safely. For that to happen, I had to stain my hands with blood one last time. Now here's the problem. Once again, even if you do this, I feel like Veshness has enough cryptoglobin and knowledge now to do what she did in the true route and shoot a white-hot missile at the artificial satellite. But I can't do it now. Someone was bound to notice me walking to the defense room in broad daylight. I don't want anyone to see me do this. I decided I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others. I hear that sound. I know where we are. In the middle of the night, I quietly made my way to the door in the defense room. The baby's on the other side of this door. He was generating undying flames in the capsule, even as I stood there. The door was protected by undying flames too. They would rekindle almost immediately, even with the use of fire extinguishers. With the undying flames, that not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impregnable fortress. Oh hey! But that wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. The suit that Hiroko retrieved for us at the cost of her life, and the suit that Eito left behind. Commune combined the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that would even withstand the heat of the undying flames. If the undying flames couldn't hurt me, the door is no longer unassailable. With this hydraulic hammer, it should be more than enough to break it down. Here's the thing, hydraulic hammers are loud. Takumi! Guys, I'm going to get us what we need. The cryptoglobin we need to launch the escape pod. As I mumbled those words under my breath, I took a step closer to the door. And then, he showed up. What the? You. The ghost boy suddenly manifested in front of the door, very door, protecting his physical form. Oh, yes. I thought they meant projecting his physical form, but that's whatever. He really did choose a bad time to show up again after such a long absence. Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me? No, of course not. You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp on the situation. You need to kill me for my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod from underground. You found underground, rather, right? How'd you know? I thought you weren't feeling well enough to move around. Yeah, this whole scenario. Not feeling well in what sense? Right, you can't tell because I'm in this form, but basically I'm sick. How did that happen? There's a particular space known as blood space in this world. Yeah, this is the one thing that I don't understand about this game yet. It is a distinct space filled with cryptoglobin energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has been seeping into a part of that space. My true form, the baby, is already badly affected by that aura. This may sound strange, but that blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. So, it was either purified around somewhere on a day 92, or it happened when we killed Eito, or it happened when we killed the sponsors. For the last few days, I've been going around the school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before. He heard me talking with Commune? You were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you would end up making. And as I expected, you've decided to kill me. So you're here to stop me? I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Unfortunately, my powers are useless against you. Undying flames have no effect on that strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right? Looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime. And suddenly, something happens to the undying flames protecting the door. They completely vanished. Did you do that? But why? It's pointless to fight back. I decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. It's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right? You're willing to die to help us? All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return. Shion, you're just too good to us. I was touched to my core by the baby's kind-heartedness. Now we go to the artificial satellite without finding Veshka. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod from the for the others rather, but
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Why? What? Why not? Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Eito before you even did anything on day 2, and now you're trying to kill a defenseless baby. Oh my gosh! You're dangerous. Letting you onto the satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people. So I want you to die with me here on this planet. It seemed like the ghost boy had gotten the impression that I was some kind of heartless killer. Hey, it's just work. But who could blame him? I killed a lot of people, and now I was trying to do the same to him. If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance. Did I want to stay on Earth by myself? Of course not. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. Couldn't bear to accept this condition, but alright, I promise.
I won't get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
Made a promise I didn't intend to keep. The baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway. That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me. He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, later he vanished. I can't seem to get away from that bad guy role. Well, I mean, this seems like the bad guy route, you know what I mean? Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt, but there was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. There was no need to stay in the suit. Now the undying flames were gone. Took it off and transformed my class armor instead, and then I started breaking down the door. Without the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. The damage grew heavier and heavier. Until at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping. Yeah! With a loud cry, I charged towards the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated even for a moment, so I just kept running with all of my strength. Yeah! Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Throw out all your common sense. I kept repeating those words as I raised my sword with a racing heart and sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside of it.
System down. System down. Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
The emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
Full system. Error. Emergency. Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down.
You know, I think everybody,
All systems shutting down.
I think everybody probably heard that one. Lights went out and I quickly ran to the bedarkened school. Bedarkened. School campus. I don't think I've ever used the word bedarkened. I handed the body over to Commune, who had been waiting in the storeroom. Takumi, you did it as I asked. I am sorry. You have been forced to take on the painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry. Never mind that. Just get to the escape pod. I'll go call the others. Ran up the stairs of the school towards the roof. Wake up, everyone. Head to the escape pod hangar right now. Wake up. The escape pod's ready. Put on every door to get everyone to wake up. Huh? What happened? Is there an enemy attack? Just go to the hangar now. Everybody, wake up. I ferried my confused friends towards the underground hangar. Everyone cried into the escape pod.
What's going on?
Are we getting into?
We couldn't use the escape pod without Vashness's cryptoglobin.
We can't.
Did you find a substitute?
We did.
Who in the world could sub for Veshness?
The baby.
Hey, wait. What do we do about the invader army?
We don't.
I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone. The school's completely defenseless right now.
Yeah, so we gotta get out of here.
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room?
Uh-huh.
If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby.
Yep.
And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off.
Wow, you're so smart.
Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
I can't. You look to figure out Blue's Clues.
You didn't.
Hey, it's only work. The jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. I closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful that they would turn on me, however. Tsubasa and Yugumu each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed hard, tightly without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was the feeling they were trying to tell me.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
Yes.
That makes us accomplices.
We all did it together. We all did it together.
You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me that they weren't going to despise me, tears of relief started welling up in my eyes. It made me desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
Commune? How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly. We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
As soon as she said that, the inside of the space pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing rather.
Seats!
Okay.
This is gonna be a rough launch.
All right.
What
Oops.
the heck's 8G? I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
No, Ema.
I think she means the gravitational force
Yes.
pushing against our bodies when we take off.
My gosh.
How strong is 8G?
Very.
Strong enough to rip your heart out of your body if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8G is real strong. Quickly found ourselves in our seats and buckled up. Around the same time.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds.
What?
Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
Uh-oh.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Oh yeah, that's the day 100 announcement. I guess it won't work, since the baby's gone. Commune had successfully hacked the system to trick the AI into thinking it was day 100. My heart was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we were able to return to the artificial satellite. We're not gonna get there. Takumi, I feel like you broke your... this should probably be the broken promise ending. All of our dreams are finally gonna come true.
I want to make something like this for the street kids once we get to the artificial satellite.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others.
Bring comfort to others, huh?
Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
I intend to do for Commune everything that my bomb couldn't do for me.
It felt like so long.
Yes, but everything is over now.
This is not gonna end.
Once the next announcement plays, this pod will be ejected to the schoolyard. After that, it goes directly to the artificial satellite.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds.
As the second announcement played, the shaking in the pod became even more intense.
It's finally time!
This thing's gonna blow up.
Let's go!
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
To outer space we go!
Wow! I'm actually starting to get excited!
I don't think I've ever seen this sprite actually with the stars.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
It's over, Takumi.
We're gonna die.
Yeah. It feels like it's been a really, really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod.
This long, hellish nightmare of ours is finally ending. We're gonna go to the artificial satellite.
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch moment.
Huh?
Huh? The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement, all the mechanical noises around it stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent.
What's happening? What's going on? We out of power?
Has the takeoff been reset?
Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Because you're still on the ship. Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
What? Insufficient propellant energy? That is impossible!
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod?
It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
Well, Takumi, you lied to him. This is your fault. Takumi, gosh darn it.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I made him do it, so you know.
Inconceivable. Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong, I was having trouble keeping it in check.
Commune kept staring at the screen, completely stunned.
The energy in the propellant keeps going down even as we speak. It's almost as if it's deliberately refusing to allow us to take flight.
The moment Commune said that, I suddenly remembered what transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin power to power the escape pod and for the others rather, but you
can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Dang. First, all my real ones are turning their back on me, Takumi, you know what I mean? First is Takemaru, now it's Shion. Man. Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? I should have gotten off the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would be saved then, everyone except for me, but I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugumu, and Darumi on their artificial satellite, living happily day to day despite the being dirt poor. I did the unforgivable so that we could attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do? We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine!
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive!
What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening!
Calm down, brother dearest!
No, I should be the one to get off, huh? A leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It was my duty to sacrifice myself rather to save the others, huh? Get off, get off, get off, get off. Okay, don't say that over and over again, actually, Takumi. I know in the situation you're like, I gotta get off of this thing. But those two words can mean something different. Get off the stupid pod, Takumi. But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. The thought that I'd never get to see my friends again paralyzed me. Nozomi, Ima, Kako, Darumi, Yugumu, Commune, and I would never see Tsubasa again either. You gotta get off, huh? The announcement alerting us to the time, the pod, or alerting us rather that time was up, echoed through the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert.
Oh.
Intruder alert. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Vestness must have mobilized her army to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire had dispersed. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod to take on Vestness and her troops. The invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined. Vestness must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We more or less were evenly matched with her hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming into the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill, 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 kill. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for Vestness and our main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We were so close to a miraculous victory rather, but it wasn't meant to be. Our greatest weapon, the Revival-matic, broke down from overuse. Oh, dang. I'm surprised it was still working, given the flames that were powering the school went out. I didn't think that they functioned on reserve power. Anywho, unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another. And in the end... Oh my gosh, everyone was down. Oh, look at this one. Even Vestness in the middle. Though we barely managed to defeat Vestness, she took each of us down with her. That's a good shout. Mutually assured destruction is what I would call this ending. Or broken promise, huh? So close yet so far. Oh, pretty sad. Anywho. Let's go to what I would actually pick. No, not there. Right before the decision. Wow. Decide your destiny. Kill the baby? Well, I guess in this juncture, he actually will help us out. You know what I mean? Because he was like, I heard what you were going to do, and you decided not to do it. And that warmed my soul so much that I'll help you defeat Vestness. Yeah, I guess now that part makes sense now. I was gonna say, you know what I mean? I was gonna click no anyway, and that's my boy. We love Shion out here. No, I can't kill the baby. Killing him wouldn't lead to anyone's happiness. That was the hard lesson I'd learned from my first 100 days here. I didn't want to make that same mistake again. I have to let Commune know my decision. I just did the underground hangar where Commune was waiting. You want to face Veshness head on? You do not know what you're talking about. I have told you, your chance of victory is practically nil. Practically nil, not exactly nil.
Hey!
I know it's going to be ridiculously tough, but I'm doing it. If it has to end here, I want it to end on my terms. Powering the pod by killing the baby and using his blood, nothing good can come of it. Stop your delusional thinking. We're in the middle of a war here. You should always take the path with the quickest solution. The one that will bring the most benefit. We all died in the other route, so... The quickest solution. That's exactly why it should be avoided, I think. Yeah, that's right. Why is the quickest solution orange? Pardon? What are you mumbling over there to yourself?
Huh?
That's the quickest solution that we made, actually. Listen, Commune. I killed a traitor by the name of Eito Oyotsuki on my second day here. He was cunning and evil to the core. I was so sure I couldn't let him live. I thought the quickest way to survive, and solve the problem was to kill him. Thinking back now, that's when this hellish nightmare began. Syria was destroyed, Gaku was murdered, and the whole killing game business began. Eito even reappeared when he should have been dead, also he could take vengeance on me. If it means killing an ally, the quickest solution should never be taken. That's what I believe now. Oh my gosh, he's like the other Takumi on the other route. You're right that we're fighting a war, so killing the enemy is more or less expected. But it also means we have to look after our own. Killing an ally is an idea we should never entertain. You're picking now to spout foolish sophistry? Sure. The bottom line, and that's the bottom line, because Commune says so, is that you're reluctant to take a life, yes? I asked that you recall our conversation last night. Even if you let the baby live now, he will die in another week anyway, burned up by his own flames. He does not have long to live either way. We ought to burn the embers of his life in a way that means something. Yeah, I actually have an idea about that. Can't we just bring the baby with us when we leave? I don't understand. The baby's being kept in a capsule inside the defense room. Do you think we could just transfer the capsule to the escape pod? I'm hoping to bring him along with us to the artificial satellite. If anyone can make that happen, it's you, Commune. Veshness is gearing up an attack, and you want me to think of a way to keep a baby alive? This is lunacy! Your priority should be keeping your allies alive. Yeah, and the baby is an ally. That's exactly what I'm doing. The baby is one of my allies. I didn't want to kill any more of our own, or stand by and watch them die. Those were my honest and true feelings. Have you been brainwashed by some strange cult Don't you say cult and Takumi in the same sentence, Commune. Don't you do it! You don't know what I'm saying! You have been... Yeah. I've had enough of you. I can no longer count on your assistance. I have no choice but to carry out the deed myself. Before I could say anything in response. Say his name and he appears. A hazy flame appeared along with the ghost boy, the spectral manifestation of the person we've been talking about. Who are you? Where did you come from? Did Veshness send you? It's okay, Commune. He's one of us. He's an avatar of the baby in the defense room. I placed myself between Commune and the ghost boy before speaking to him. I haven't seen you in a while. I thought you were too sick to manifest. I'm sick. There's a place called Blood Space. Basically, I'm sick. How did that happen? There's a particular space known as Blood Space in this world. It's a distinct space filled with a cryptoglobin energy. My true form, the baby, is being held and affected by the aura. This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago and I suddenly recovered. Not exactly sure what happened. His recovery was probably related to the end of the invader hunt somehow. Maybe the corruption was purified after the malicious entities had all died out. Okay, so actually maybe it's not just Eito. Maybe it's several of the malicious entities. Maybe it is the Kako that's taken over and it's Eito. For the last few days rather, I've been going around the school every night to gather information and figure out a reason for my sudden recovery. Imagine my surprise when I saw you discussing my assassination with this girl last night. I've been following you since yesterday to see what decision you would end up making. Hey, that's creepy, stop that. I was honestly surprised by your decision, that you would let me live, you of all people. Of course, what kind of person do you think I was? A serial killer, what else? You killed Ato in cold blood before you even did anything on day 2. I didn't say anything at the time, but I held you in the deepest contempt. I held the deepest contempt for you after that, rather. I guess that was one of his friends. Now I'm starting to think that I got it wrong, then. Have I misunderstood you this whole time? Yes. Ato was evil. If I have, then I'd like to apologize for my mistake, finally. There's no need for that. I don't blame anyone for despising someone like me. But I think I've grown as a person. I've become more human-like in the past 100 days. Growth. Something a perpetual baby like me will never get to experience. And not yet, maybe, but there's always time for that in the days to come. You can do all the growing you want on the artificial satellite. What? I can go with you? Really? I haven't done anything to really contribute to the war effort. It feels too optimistic for me to be recognized as an ally at this point. Then do something about it. Join us in the final battle as a fellow soldier. How about that? The number of invaders we'll have to deal with is beyond imagination. We won't be able to handle them on our own. If you join us, our chances of victory will be higher than before, even if it's only by a little bit. Isn't that right, Commune? Do not be absurd. A single soldier won't make up enough for the sheer difference in numbers. All they have to do is bulldoze their way through and it's game over for us. There's really that many of them? Any way you look at it, it's a world-ending number. Okay then, how about this?
I increased the strength of the wall of fire to block out as many of them as possible.
Huh? You can do that? I've never tried, but it should be possible. The blood space is overflowing with energy right now. I can feel it in my veins, adrenaline in my soul. When the malicious aura was purified, clean energy took its place. If I infuse that energy into the wall, then just maybe. Commune, if the wall becomes stronger, will that give us an advantage? Yes, the number of enemies that can make it through the flames at any one time will be greatly reduced. If we can split up the army, bottleneck the troops in advance, it'll greatly improve our chances of victory. Oh! We had stumbled upon a path to victory completely by accident. The baby was the final piece of the puzzle. Thank you, Shion. Very well, Ghost Boy. Do not delay. Start increasing the strength of the walls right now. If the strategy succeeds, I'll make sure your physical body gets to the artificial satellite if it's the last thing I do. Yes, of course. I'll give it my best shot. Well, don't say it like that. It could be the last thing you do. I feel like in this instance, there will now be one more choice. He disappeared in a hurry at Commune's urgent command, likely to begin strengthening the wall of fire. The moment I decided to rescue someone who'd been destined for death, a new path opened to us. It was like it was meant to be. This was the path I should have taken from the start. I should have chosen to save lives rather than take them. I like this route so much. Even like right here, you know what I mean? If I hadn't killed Ato back then. But it was too late for regrets. I had to focus on saving the baby. Way to take him out of the defense room and up to the artificial satellite with us. That was what we needed to figure out.
Oh!
Let me see if I've got this straight. Basically, you want us to break down the door and get into the defense room, right? So we can save the baby that's inside. Can we do that, though? Isn't the capsule he's in a life support system or something? That is what we need to do. Get inside and ascertain. Wasn't this door protected by undying flames the last time we saw it? When did they disappear? The baby must have extinguished them to make it easier for us. Helping us in return for helping him, huh? It's like a fairy tale. Yeah, except this is a grim reality. Well, I mean, grim fairy tales existed. Anyway, help me break this door down. We stood in front of the door with our class weapons in hand. Alright guys, we'll attack the door all at once, on the count of 3. 1, 3! Without the undying flames to protect it, the door was no longer impervious. Slowly but steadily, we crumbled this door until it was just a big old hole. At last, at long last, it opened. The second it was open, we all went rushing in like an avalanche, and inside, the baby. Yeah, I wonder when you learn why Shion is Shion, you know what I mean? I don't know if it really was just like, C-Ray who named him, you know what I mean? But we'll see. The baby's capsule was in the deepest part of the room. Let me see, yes, if I modify the capsule to be self-sustaining, we only need to take it into the escape pod with us once Veshness is defeated. It'll be a complicated operation, but I can count on everyone's full support, can't I? That day, all of us joined in an effort to modify the capsule so that we could keep our promise to the baby alongside, to take the baby alongside with us. Oh my gosh! Huh? So now there could be a world where we do take the baby. Interesting. Day 93. Day 94. Day 95. Day 96. Day 97. Day 98. Are we gonna go to day 90? Nope, we're stopping on day 99. Nope, I was wrong. We got one more in us. And one more? 1 full week after we began working on the capsule modification. I really hope it's just a capsule in like a bucket.
Intruder alert.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. It's Veshnish. She's here. I leaped out of bed the moment the alarm went off. The moment was finally here. Veshnish led her massive army with the goal of completely wiping us out. Ran over to the war room at full speed. It's finally here. Look at the screen. I've never seen an army so big. No, this looks like normal. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Yeah, no, this looks normal, actually. Even so, this is not as large as I had anticipated. The strengthening the wall of fire worked. The baby kept his promise to us. Modifying his capsule together was worth the effort. I don't see Veshnish yet, though. Probably hanging around and behind and leaving all our dirty work to her soldiers. Classic final boss move. That works for us. We'll take out as many invaders as we can and build up our our synergy. Continue to 300%. We should get going. Take care of things while we're gone, commune. Be sure to return safely. Death is not an option today. Someone like that can't possibly beat us. We'll be back and we'll make sure our dreams come true.
Here we go.
Here we go for the final time.
Final time.
Oh, go ahead, say it, my guy.
Special defense unit, move out.
Get him. I do kind of want to watch this one because it is the final 7 people on this one. It feels crazy that we're only at 7 people, you know what I mean? Like, part of me is wondering, is this the first, or the route we have the least amount of people up where it's not just like 1 or 2? That's not true, because we made it to the end with 3 before, I think. I think it was just me, Takumi rather, Hiroko, and... Who else survived on that route? Was it Tsubasa? I think it might have been. Tsubasa lives a lot. Keep it a buck with you. Actually, I really also feel like we shouldn't have to fight this fight.
Wow! Take a look at that!
There's so many of them! Just what you'd expect to see in a final battle.
This is a little different though, because we are starting with the gold enemies in this wave.
Stand firm and tall. They're no match for us.
You know what I mean?
Better clean up the small fry before the bigger Veshnish fish arrives.
Let the battle begin.
I don't want to fight.
Oh my gosh.
No.
No. So, this is why this battle feels... I'm gonna skip it. I can't. Oh, I have to fight this. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's been a minute, y'all. I gotta get myself back in the game. So, here's where I have to, like talk to you guys about why I thought this would be a little bit different. Usually I would just have Tsubasa do a ring around everywhere. But this is blocked off, so I can't just go in a full circle, you know what I mean? This will be a tough fight. Just because in this first round we gotta defeat all enemies.
This should slow them down. Help. I'm taking the wheel. Let's roll. We did. Leave it to me.
But it's actually not gonna be that bad.
Locked and loaded.
Ooh, don't do it there. I want you to come over one first. Just so it clears out all of these guys.
Let's keep it up.
Except for him, apparently. I'll come back and get him.
Not like this.
I'm gonna do this.
Take this. Leave it to me.
I'm gonna come from behind here, so I can hit all 3 of them there. Probably should have done that first.
We did it! Locked and loaded.
Do I want to start giving people Last Yell, or do I want to boost her attack? She's gonna have to attack twice anyway, so I think I probably will give people Last Yell.
I'm good whenever.
I'm trying to think if... No, I think no matter what, I just have to attack.
How's this? Let's keep it up. Locked and loaded.
Okay, so what I want to do now is move as far this way as I can. And I think I want to move as far this way as I can. To there. They can clean up the rest of those guys. You should be able to hit somebody for full here. Maybe I start with these two actually. So I have to keep in mind, I don't think the gold ones give us a thing.
How's this? Let's keep it up.
This guy has 12. Let's start. Maybe we start yelling. No, I think no matter what, you should probably get a no. Boost Teemo Anima. It's been so long since I've had to play this game, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give you an attack boost first. Takumi definitely needs an attack boost before wave 3.
I'm taking the wheel.
Unless Vestness comes on wave 2, in which case we'll probably give it to him this wave.
Leave it to me.
Actually gonna do this first. Because that in itself is gonna be 1.
I'm good whenever. Take this! We do! Leave it to me! Out of the way! I'm good whenever! Let's roll!
So that will clear that. I want to look this way. We're almost at 300%, so I should pop somebody with something.
I've got this. Not bad.
So I'm gonna give you that. And I'm actually gonna give you the Last Yell to start.
That's a real boost.
Yeah, I know, it's a real boost. What a boost, man. Because we'll be at 100% in a minute again. Did I leave anybody over here? No. Good. Good job, Mia. So I can't hit the both of you, which will just give me 1, unfortunately. Oh, they do give me some this time. I think it's just the ones that Vestness spawns don't give me 1. Unfortunately, that would have to be 2. Well, then that guy gets to live, I guess. Not the big guy, the little guy right there. Because push come to shove, I can just move again. And I can actually get all the way over here. Tsubasa really is kind of the GOAT, for real.
Ready when you are.
Like, undisputed kind of the GOAT. He had 200% again.
Leave it to me. Take this. We did.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and give the both of you Last Yell.
I like how this feels.
And I'm sure you will be very happy Last Yelling your mistress. Now, we still have to get 2 more Last Yells, and then we're pretty done Last Yell wise. Pretty early, which is nice.
I'm taking the wheel. Let's keep ready when you are.
We're gonna come here. Finish them all.
How's this? We did.
Okay, so now we have two shots to make here, and I think we can get everybody on this side.
Let's keep ready
and still have 2 left. Now, here's the other dilemma. I'm pretty sure this is not just a regular round. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have, like, people spawn.
Try this on the size.
I'll do my best.
Is that all you got?
Okay, the Last Yell for that is kind of silly. Ha, got him for 10 damage. Is crazy. All right, no, don't end my turn yet because I can get the both of them. Do you actually make it to the? Oh, I got him. That's so funny. Never mind. We're good for right now. Well, in that case, I'm going to Last Yell on you. And now everyone has a Last Yell except for Tsubasa, and I want to point out I actually do still want to get Last Yell on Tsubasa. Specifically because she will be not attacking, but Takumi will be attacking Veshness, and more specifically, he is going to need everyone last yelling on potentially the last turn. Yes. So do we start with 12 instead? Okay, well that was cheaper. We do start with 12 instead. That's so funny. I'm just gonna use Tsubasa to clean up then.
Let's roll. I'm good whenever. How's this? Ready when you are.
Not like this. Not like this.
Just dash it. You can get all the way over here.
Locked and loaded.
You can get them there.
Leave it to me.
That does get us there. I was gonna say, once again, Tsubasa, I do want you to get, no, you're gonna need a dash. I would like for you to get to, what, 200%? I mean, sorry, get you the, well, I mean, in that case, you do this, and the twins can do their job.
I'm ready. Here goes. I'm feeling weaker.
It'd be alright.
Out of the way, pest!
No, I don't actually.
Leave it to me.
I might want to give Takumi Unyielding Spirit and Calc when he's near death, so I can like get +2 on. I might give him that. I do want her to have last
Keep it coming.
We will end that. So we'll get a couple more regulars.
I'm taking the wheel. Don't try to stop me. Locked and loaded.
Okay. There you go. I just need to save 2 turns over there for the twins to do their thing.
I'm good whenever.
Takumi, I gave you a plus. Right? Correct? I did do that?
Let's do this.
I didn't give him last yell. I don't really think he needs it for real. I could give him counter too.
Ready when you are.
But once again, I feel like we are trying to one-turn Veshness. Pop us back over here.
I'm good whenever. Hi-ya! I'm taking the wheel.
And for the sake of staying away from these guys, there you go. And that leaves us with 2 for the Wonder Twins.
I'm ready. How's this?
That is for you.
Here goes.
And that is for you. And that's it. Excellent. Whew. I was kind of hoping I had to fight this time, because it felt weird not fighting. I'm sorry, not fighting with 7 people.
Like humans again.
But I hate the not like
They
this.
were human once.
Yeah.
But remember what Commune told us. A person who's been transformed into a school invader can never go back to being human.
That's tragic.
Then a quick death is the best mercy we can grant them.
That's right. We're the good guys here.
Wow. Glossing over the situation with pretty words rather didn't change the fact that we were murdering other people. But this would be the last time. Once this was over, we'd flee to a place where no one would kill or be killed.
We're just one step away from the artificial satellite. Let's break out of this hellscape together.
Get ready for the second wave. This battalion will be on the same scale as the one you just fought.
Okay, well that's easy.
How many more of them are there?
Is it just me, or are they starting to look like a swarm of locusts?
A little bit, Darumi.
Focus on the battle, guys. Don't lose heart.
A
Hold
swarm
strong,
of
everyone.
locusts.
Let's do this.
All right. Darumi, are you ready to ride? Ooh, these guys are stepping a little bit closer.
I don't want to fight.
Help me.
I do want to say, still very effective. Oh wait, first actually, I know you have your attack boost, but let's go ahead and attack
Just
boost.
a quick drop-by. Locked and loaded.
And now she's doing 5.
I'm taking the wheel. We do! Locked and loaded. Take this. Let's keep it up. I'm good whenever. Don't try to stop me.
I'll give us plus
We
2.
did it.
Now we're
I'm
at
taking
6.
the wheel.
Ooh. What did I say I wanted to do? I did want to give you Unyielding
Gotta
Spirit.
push it!
And now I'll probably just use the rest of them to be move agains.
Ready when you are.
Because I don't really think anybody needs anything else. I might give Takumi counter, maybe. I'm pretty sure you can't counter a counter. That's what I would want, but you know, it is what it is. Actually, I am going to switch to like here.
Watch out. We did.
Because I think it's more
taking the
beneficial to
wheel.
take out a couple of them. And then
Let's roll.
that one is fine.
Let's keep it up. Locked and loaded.
Move again.
Engines at full throttle. I'm taking the wheel.
And move again.
Keep it coming.
Alright.
I'm good whenever.
I'm gonna need, what, 3 hits to hit you?
Out of the way. Locked and loaded. Watch
At
out.
you.
I'm good
A
whenever.
3.
Don't
She really
try
is
to
best
stop
girl.
me. We did. Leave it
Like,
to
it's
me.
kind of undisputed. Are you close enough to get an attack in? You sure are. Yep. Hiya! Now, you can actually go here.
Don't try to stop me. Let's keep it up. I'm taking the wheel.
We'll do it like this.
We did. I'm
Get us
good
back to
whenever.
4. This should take out 1 person.
How's this?
And 1 more should take out
Locked and
him.
loaded.
So let's do it from this angle.
We did.
We can get the 2 guys in the front whenever. While we're here, I am gonna go ahead and do move again because we shouldn't. I don't think we should ever get to 300% unless we are trying to use like 3 super attacks. We'll pop you. I think this guy only has 10, right? Oh, he has 11.
Ready when you
That's
are. Take
like that.
Leave it to me.
And we'll do it like that. And I think on our way out, we'll pick up those 2.
Out of the way. Let's keep it up. I'm good whenever.
Or rather, we'll hit these 2.
Watch out.
Okay, now hear me out.
Leave it
No
to
matter
me.
what, we want to move again because we're at 290.
Coming.
We could also spring trap now that I'm thinking about it. I was gonna say what we can do now, you guys, is pop this this agility potion. You know what I mean? Plus 3 movement. We really don't need that. We could use one of our 4s. We have 4 sprint. I'm sorry. I think the agility is actually better for you. Surprisingly enough, I think you go further with just that and agility potion. Is that correct? That is correct. That's so funny. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, will Deadlights reach that one? It will. So I'm gonna do this.
How's this?
And then I'm at 200 now, I'm gonna go and help the twins.
Engines at full throttle.
That's
I'm
so
good
funny.
whenever.
Because this should be far enough to come here. Let's go and pick up 1 here to start.
Take this. We did. Ready when you
Now we're
are.
automatically back at 3. 2
How's
turns
this?
here will put us back at 3.
I'm taking
Actually,
the
this will
wheel.
take us to, yeah, it'll take us to
Take
3.
this. Let's keep ready when you are.
Alright, I gotta like, I gotta think now. Like that, yeah.
Hi-ya! I'm good whenever. Watch out. We did. Locked and loaded.
So we'll get 1 there.
Leave
We
it to
will
me.
move again.
Keep it coming. Ready when you are.
do that, and then we'll knock out the guys over here. For those two. Now here's the problem. I have a feeling that we're gonna have a bunch of little guys in there. Yeah. I'm actually gonna move
I'm taking the wheel.
just a little bit this way. Because if they do just the little guys again, then that's where I want you. Because then the Wonder Twins can hit the two that are in the front. Okay, those slightly different positioning.
All good.
Because I think you can actually take out two of them.
Out of the way, pest.
Leave it to me.
Oh, you're just outside of the range. That's unfortunate.
I'm good whenever.
Whatever.
How's this? Leave it to me.
Tsubasa starts moving. I can't believe that her agility potion is better than the spring trap. I think that's really funny. That being said, maybe a fully upgraded spring trap is... We're not going to be using a bunch of move mores, so I don't know what I want to do anymore. Get your counter on, I guess. We could also give him Last Yell. We could also save that 300% for when Veshness shows up. But at this point, it's kind of whatever. We got this in the bag. We'll do that. And we will take a step this way. You can even stand right in front of, or stand, yeah, right in front of her. Mistress Tsubasa right in front of you, look. Perfect.
Leave it to me.
We go there.
Don't try to stop me. I'm taking the wheel.
Yeah, actually, I have to hit you two like this.
Watch out.
Yugamu's like, Yugamu and Dorumi are like, wow, Tsubasa's really holding her own. I can't believe she didn't really do that well in the Invader Hunt. That's crazy. Right? Right? Tsubasa's the GOAT, y'all. We're about to be at 300% again. Tsubasa, is there anything else I can give you?
Leave it to me.
Man, I don't know. You can have early strike. Oh, straight line. That's kind of neat.
Engines at full throttle. Locked and loaded.
I feel like that's something I've never used before.
Out of the way.
And it might be something I never use again.
Ready when you are.
Because I do want to still keep at a good chunk. Clearly not at 300%, but you know. Something up there.
Try this on for size.
Yo, his fist wing? I don't know if I like it, actually. It's kind of weird. There. And I think this should be it, right? Yes. Awesome. Admittedly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
That's all the regular troops taken care of.
This is not a difficult game, but it is a fun game if you want to like try and do things as soon as possible. I think there is a hard mode of this game or some kind of nightmare mode of this game or something. I'm not doing that. And if there's demand for it, I might do the 100 days, the first 100 days in that mode or something. I don't know. Or maybe like the route to like the true route or something, and we'll fight all the battles. I don't know. All right, that's all the regular troops taken care of.
I'm dead tired.
Right, they talk.
Keep your spirits high, sister dearest. That was just the preview. The main event is yet to come.
The main event.
I sense a strong presence approaching. It has to be her.
She's finally here.
There she is! Veshness herself!
Hi, Veshi. Dorumi was right. There's her aura. At last, she stood in place, looking us up and down before speaking.
I'll admit, I did not foresee you lasting this long. Or destroying all of my battle pets.
I bet you also didn't foresee us using your body to power an escape pod.
You thought we'd be pushovers, huh? Well, that's too bad. We're not losing to you today.
Yeah! We're the elite few survivors of that brutal killing game!
lmao.
Look at what's become of your strongest army in history and tell us. Do you feel like surrendering yet?
Fools, that wasn't the army. I am the army.
Surrender? Surely you jest. You have not even seen my real army yet. Watch and despair. You shall now witness the worst nightmare of your lives. Come forth, my elite slaves!
I mean, I'll watch this one, but I think this is the same as normal.
Wicked invaders!
That's just, I have seen these guys before. Come on. That's just, if you just want me to fight these guys, then it's gonna be a long day for you, girly.
No!
Yeah.
Not like this.
She still had this many invaders up her sleeve?
She wasn't bluffing when she said her army was bigger than ever.
You know, I could see if this was like your first round. This would be really kind of tough. Especially if the characters you were building are all dead. Huh.
These troops must be her trump card. If she is desperate enough to pull them out now, she can be having a good time.
This is our chance to take down Veshness and her goons
Her
all
goons?
at once.
Goon Squad?
This is the real final showdown.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, just 5 lmao. Okay.
Good to go.
So we have one of these. He's got boosted attack. You have 99.
Let's do this.
We're gonna attack potion.
This should do it.
Now, these guys do give AP, so I need to keep that in mind. So I might actually pop this.
I've got this.
And I am going to get our first.
Time to use it. My turn.
Because you should be impact stabbing, because that's going to be 7 apiece.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is fine.
Ready
this
when
is
you
fine.
are.
Because now we're at 300. Let's go ahead and make sure that we
It's killing game time!
because that doesn't do what I want it to do. Well, it could if I gave them plus attack, I think. But more notably,
Okay.
you can at least get one person here. I actually don't know if it's more beneficial to just move again. Unless somebody can get 2 with their attack.
I'll do my best.
You might be able to.
I'm good whenever.
Oh, you do 16 right now? Okay, yeah, this is certainly worth it. Yeah, that gives us 3 more and it gives her 13.
They're gonna hear this engine roar.
She's doing 16 damage, it's crazy. Yeah, never mind. That one's good. That one's good. We don't want to move again. We want to do. Well, I mean, I don't even think we need to move again. Well, we do. But what I want to do is I don't know if I don't want to pop the defense potion yet. Because if we lose a little bit more health, then we get +2 attack. So I'm gonna attack one more time.
Ready when you are.
Hit me for 2, please.
My turn.
And hit me for 2 more and get me to the red. And then I'll pop my shield potion. I'm still not in the red? Jeez Louise. Okay. Go again. Thank you. Now we're good. Right? Yes, unyielding spirit is what I wanted to see.
I'm not done yet.
Because now we're about to go a little crazy. Because those stack, I'm pretty sure. I clicked. Yeah, okay. Defense potion, not desperation.
This should do it. It's all right.
Yeah, see, like now we're doing 9.
That all you got?
This next attack is just gonna do 1 to us. For the culture, I'm going to defense potion. Right, yes.
Time to use it.
I am going to
It's all right.
impact stab again because it's our last yell shot.
You got this.
I'm on it.
Where are the rest of my stabs? Where are the rest of them? No, I'm not ending. Silly goose. I'm finishing this. Move again one more time. Everyone, let's try this again. Let's yell together. Okay.
I'm on it.
Yo, where? No, I'm not. I can't. Nozomi twice is the only person I can rely on. Are you serious? Move again.
Gotta push it.
I mean, no matter what, Takami's not gonna die here unless they do that silly thing where she lives from, or I guess the boss lives from an attack because they have something to say, and then something else happens.
Not there yet.
All right, now, are you ready, team? Thank you.
I'm on it.
Wasn't everyone except for Nozomi that time? Okay, great. Sorry, Veshnis. I didn't mean to style. I mean, I kind of wanted to style one of you, so you know, it is what it is. We do that every time. How are you doing? Hello.
Why? Why?
Veshnis, you just should have let me skip. It would have been a lot less embarrassing for you.
An army led by a living god should have trampled over mere mortals like you.
Well, we have a Tsubasa. And she took out literally all of your army, and then Takumi was like, thanks, partner. Let me take out her.
Veshnis, you transformed every single soldier of yours into a combat organism. Honestly, they would have fared better as humans. In the end, your own tyranny was your downfall.
Fair enough.
Is that why I didn't see a single human in that large army?
Correct. They were all...
Cammy's right. We would have had a harder time making ourselves fight Rego humans.
Yeah?
You have no regard for any human life other than your own.
That arrogant refusal to believe in anyone was the reason for your defeat, Veshnis.
Arrogance befits my station as god!
lmao.
It is only right I should decide what my people become!
This old hag is irredeemable.
Now, hold on. Old hag, don't do that.
She truly believes she's a god now.
Well, I mean, I'll worship.
Veshnis, if you really want to get closer to God, I'll help you by sending your soul to the heavens.
Okay, first of all, she's not going up there. Secondly, that line's really hard, Takumi. Good job.
Your cryptoglobin will come all the way to the artificial satellite with us. That's where we will live in undisturbed peace, never needing to kill another person again.
I grip my sword and walk towards Veshnis. The final murder should be carried out by the leader,
Step
by
away!
me.
What are you doing?
I raise my sword.
No!
And I dealt. Oh, it didn't even do the hip, 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 hip. Dealt the finishing blow to Veshnis and ended the war once and for all. Well, I guess in that regard, he usually sucks up the crypto globe, and we can't have that this time. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say it should have been an S rank. I went the minimum amount of turns that they would let me. And then came day 100. We all boarded the escape pod together. Oh, hey! Oh, the baby! Oh my gosh! Wait. This scene exists, right? And we know that there have been scenes like this. Can I, hide controls? Thank you. We know that there's been scenes like this before. Where, they add more people or remove people based on who's alive. So is there a world where this is our final scene for like the game? But then it's like Takumi and Tsubasa are really having a cute little time over there. So maybe this is just for this route. Interesting. Very interesting. And finally we blasted off into space.
Look! Up ahead! It's the artificial satellite!
Oh, we're almost to the new world, sister dearest. What do you feel like having when we land on it?
Did you hear that, infant? We will be reaching the artificial satellite soon.
Infant?
We'll take you out of the capsule once we arrive, all right?
Is that a good idea?
Don't worry. As your older sister, I'll be sure to raise you into a fine young man.
You have a baby brother too.
Wait. What? You're going to raise the infant? Does that make him my little brother?
The commune's like, oh my gosh, I'm an older sister?
I can't wait to start my new life up there. I've never had roommates before. We gotta go house hunting right away. We'll need to find a place and sign the lease like today.
I don't know. Wouldn't tomorrow be better? I'd really rather just rest for today.
Look at Darumi, schmug.
House hunting is a battle of its
Honestly,
own. The good ones will get snapped up if we don't act quickly.
Yugumu also smug.
You're not being serious enough about this, Takumi.
Okay. Sorry.
We know who wears the pants in this relationship, at least.
It's Tsubasa.
If the hen pecking ever gets too tedious for you, the door to my room is always open.
Yugumu, lmao, and Mr. Tsubasa.
Don't forget, I'll be in the same house too, Takumi.
Oh my gosh.
I won't let you have your naughty way with Mistress Tsubasa.
Yep.
I'll be glaring at you every step of the way.
This is, you know, I love the four of them.
I was her first kiss, and I'll never let you forget that.
That's so funny.
Darumi, you and I will have to settle this between us one day.
As we bantered. I love this route, actually, dude. The artificial satellite slowly drew closer. We knew our life there wouldn't be sunshine and rainbows, of course. After turning war veterans, we would probably feel out of place in civilian society. Well, you are also, you know, none of you are human except for Darumi. One of you is a baby in a jar. Life may not play out exactly as we imagined. I wouldn't even put it past them to treat us as war criminals, the ones who let the Exodus project fail. Oh yeah, the missiles didn't go off. Whoops. And there would be plenty of sleepless nights as we remembered the horrible things that we've done. Now here's the other problem though. I feel like if it's just little guys left, then humans still should be able to habitat take over this planet. I know that there's still Futurans on here, but I think at this juncture, we'll see. They don't have their warriors, so their warriors, if it's just like regular Futurans, it's just like a regular war again. We had seen and experienced too much death to ever live in complete peace, but together we could handle anything. No matter what the future ends up throwing at us, there was no trial we couldn't overcome. As long as we had each other and the light of hope, we could go on anywhere and do anything. That was a lesson we learned from the last 100 days of death and betrayal. We would never lose sight of that ray of hope we fought so hard to grasp. Hope. That was the promise I made myself as we finally set foot on the artificial satellite. But what we found there was beyond imagination. Imagine. We can never have no happy ending, but that was a happy ending, surprisingly enough. Hope from despair in a killing game route, lmao. Very cool, so that brings us to 45. Okay, we have time left in this episode. I thought that there would be a little bit more variance in this route, but that is not the case, and I'm kind of okay with that. There are a couple of places where we moved to one side and didn't get anything from it. Like, I think one of these places over, I think here, yeah. Yeah, this is where we decided to fight the sponsor first, and then Dulcia. This is probably where we fight Dulcia first, and then the sponsor wreaks havoc on us. And since this starts here, it can't go past day 92. So I assume this is gonna end right here. if I had to be a gambler, you know what I mean? I think there's one more on this route. I think it's all the way at the very close to the beginning. Yeah. Save Darumi or don't save Darumi. Don't save Darumi would be our option. And this, I don't think can go, well, unless it, like, does lift up, because I could see it lifting up to this little squadron here. But even so, it wouldn't be able to go past day 50. So no matter what, this route won't go past day 50, so I assume this one is also an automatic end. And since this one is here, I think team up with Yugumu will probably get us killed immediately. So let's knock out these three really quickly, to get us to, what, 48? So first here, if we had decided to fight Dulcia first. And this is when we, on the killing game route that we are on, this is when we were, we had our second sponsor and we had to decide whether to fight Dulcia first or fight the sponsor. We chose the sponsor and we inevitably got the sponsor revealed. It was Ato, and Tsubasa did that. Not that. I mean, she made Ato go. Well, no, that's also could be misconstrued. She killed him. Dulcia, we're gonna fight you first. It's gonna go awry. And I'm not sure how long it's gonna go awry, but it can't go awry for more than it feels like 8 days. We'll fight Dulcia. It's way better if we can avoid fighting the sponsor. I have no idea what they might throw at us, throw at us after all, rather. Avoiding an unknown entity sounds logical to me. Then our next opponent is Dulcia. I'll give it all I've got this time. That ogre popped me like a balloon. I need to get my revenge. Commune, please get to work on the poison for Dulcia. Indeed, follow my divine footsteps towards your fated victory. Commune, I'll help you. I have a bit of medical knowledge. If I recall, Dulcia said something after we fought him last time. He said he'd come to the school. We can't let that happen. If he says he's gonna come, then we'll let him. We'll set up our poison traps around the school grounds and be ready to engage. We'll intercept him. It was settled. We wouldn't participate in round 4. Instead, we made steady preparations for whenever Dulcia eventually showed up. Which I think is, what, 3 days from now? Because we killed the sponsor, we have the cookout, and then this day. He wakes us up at the cookout. Day 87 was Dulcia finally showed up at the school, but his entrance completely defied our expectations, in more ways than one. What else did he do? Dulcia just walked into the school grounds. After finding him standing out there, we rushed out of the school to where he was standing. When did you get here? What happened to the alarm? Why didn't it go off? Alarm? What are you talking about? Is this a commander? Yeah, his name is Dulcia. He's incredibly strong, so look out. I was watching from the roof. He walked through the wall of fire like it was nothing. This old-timer is basically invincible to if undying flames can't even touch him. Damn it, this wasn't the plan. The fight wasn't supposed to start like this. It was all so sudden that we were thrown off. It was going to be hard for us to even fight properly now. I'll give you 1 minute. Calm your minds and prepare to battle. Dulcia's so cool, dude. With that, Dulcia turned away and put some distance between us. He's waiting. He did mention he didn't like sneak attacks or something like that before. Looks like we've been saved by his code of chivalry. Yeah, we were about to get completely wiped out before we could even start. We calmed ourselves during the minute we were given. And then we began our battle against the practically invincible commander. So that does still happen on school grounds. In fact, this is the very same fight. There's our last fight. What? What plan? Nobody told us anything.
We have traps buried around the school grounds.
Oh yeah, this is a little bit
different. Just have to get him to step on one.
Dulcia, I have come. Please, stop.
Reckless attacks will get you killed. We're going to need to use our wits for this fight.
Yep. And we can still skip. And we will. Oh, I can't believe it. There's poison that can penetrate this. Very good, Dulcia. DG.
I never would have guessed. There was a poison me.
Don't turn tail and run just because your invincibility's gone. We urgently need you to die for us.
Now why would I run? I have been waiting to be cornered like this my entire life. I always fought to die in battle.
To die?
To die on the battlefield of the fate of all true warriors. Do you?
Absolutely not.
We want to live.
Life and death are but two sides of the same coin.
For you to live, your
enemy to live. But now that the time has come,
my time is now.
To gain the life you so deeply desire.
I wish I knew what Dulcia looked like. Probably the coolest old dude. Alright, Dulce, let's go to battle. Are you ready? Doom, 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 doom. To battle. Boom, doom, doom, doom. Are you ready to battle? The battle is done. Excellent. Alright. So, what do we got here?
So I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me, but I have no regrets. I die a warrior.
To the bees.
I still don't get it. Deep down, doesn't everyone want to keep on living?
In this world, sometimes death is more constructive than continuing to live. When I defied that woman, I was ousted from my position as a hero, imprisoned. I despaired of dying in that emptiness. I am truly grateful you all appeared. Because now I can die on the battlefield as a warrior.
Thank you for fighting honorably.
You could have massacred us if you'd opted for a sneak attack and—
Yeah. I'm glad you were the last enemy we had to face.
But
it was an honor to have you as my last opponents as well.
True warriors.
You are all true warriors.
Now collect your prize or something.
Now, finish me off like the warriors you are, and enjoy your reward of life.
However, we get Dulce's crypto globe, and rather we could take the artificial satellite. I held my sword over his head, ready to end Dulce's life, before I could say anything in response. The bees. Last time it was vespers, this time it's the bees. The sponsor's bees descended furiously from above. What are these insects? They lifted Dulce's body up high in the air, and before I could so much as even blink, they drained all of the blood from him.
Bravo! A truly incredible victory! Beating an unfair boss like that means you really are top-class hunters!
Suddenly appearing out of nowhere, the sponsor took control of the scene.
Oh, great. You're always just in time to ruin things.
Get out of here! I don't even want to look at you!
What are you doing here, sponsor? This isn't your scene. Drop Delshaw's cryptoglobin and get lost.
Oh, Takumi! It's so glad to see you're feeling better. But if you're not sick anymore, you should really be hunting. Let Invader hunt without you is hardly worth running.
Wow.
Turns out, every good game needs a villain. A
savage murderer like you.
Shut up and give us the cryptoglobin. Do you want me to kill you right here?
Okay, settle down. I'll give your prize back here.
The sponsor cleared their throat and began to imitate the previous sponsor.
I shall divide this mighty prize among only the most excellent of my hunters. I'll split Delshaw's cryptoglobin between the current 3 top players.
Oh no.
And first,
Oh wait, never mind. We're still in the top 3.
and second, Takumi Surino. And third, Yugamu Omotani. These 3 will receive the reward. Now then, please accept my gift.
My gift. Sponsor used the bees to distribute the syringes filled with the cryptoglobin to the top 3 hunters. All 3 of them ended up in our hands. In other words, we were able to launch the escape pod. I desperately fought to keep the smile off of my face. I was so happy on the inside that I wanted to dance, but I couldn't show my emotions in front of the sponsor. Needed to tread carefully until we launched the escape pod. With joy in our hearts, I was gonna say we technically get the, yeah, okay. With joy in our hearts, we outwitted the sponsor. Our team left the schoolyard. Okay, I wonder how this turns itself around. With Dulce's cryptoglobin in hand, we headed right for the hangar. We ran down the halls rather at full tilt. We arrived at the gym. Then through the hole in the underground the hidden hole in the loose floorboard. But no buts. We went to the escape pod hangar. Commune, we got Dulce's cryptoglobin. We finally did it. Commune, give me a high five. Built up our hard-won syringes, and announced the good news to Commune, but... Huh, Commune? Maybe she's taking a nap? No, I think she's probably also been drained by the bees. Hey, little shrine maiden girl, come on out already. We called out, but Commune didn't come. She must be focused on her work inside the pod. I checked inside, but... there was no sign of her in the escape pod either.
Why? Why isn't she here? I told her it was dangerous, so she needed to stay put.
Maybe she noticed we were fighting Dal Shah and went to see how it was going.
She was really worried about whether we'd be able to win.
Let's look for her. We can't let the twins find her.
That's true. She's more than likely a target of the invader hunt. If the twins find her, they might go after her in hopes of getting her points, just like what happened with Ava. We sprinted out of the storeroom and looked all over the school. In every classroom. In the infirmary. In the war room. The rec room. No matter where we looked, there was no sign of her. We regrouped in the gym. She's not here. We can't find her anywhere. Commune, where did you go? Stay calm, Nozomi. It's okay. We're gonna find her. But if we still haven't found her, it's possible someone took her. What? If it was Ima or Kako, they might have already taken her outside the school. Since there's no points if we don't hunt him inside, or outside rather, then we need to hurry. We should search. We should all search outside. We all ran through the school, and through the entrance into the schoolyard in search of Commune. We found someone blocking our way. Don't tell me it's Takamaru. Oh, is Takamaru dead at this point? No, he should still be alive. Yeah, because we haven't killed the people with our own hands, right? No, we have. We just haven't talked to the twins yet, I don't think. The sponsor. What's the rush? Is it track and field day? Move, we don't have time for you right now. We squeezed past the sponsor and started running for the wall of fire. Are you perhaps looking for someone? I skidded to a halt in the dirt and whirled around to face the sponsor. Don't tell me. Did you say Commune? Commune? Do you mean the shrine maiden looking girl? Well, they didn't change the text box there. How of all people to find her? Why the sponsor? Where are you hiding her? Give her back right now. No, Nozomi, if you attack them, you'll be breaking the rules. Sponsor just managed to restrain Nozomi from grabbing the sponsor. Sponsor, you abducted her, didn't you? Oh my gosh, you snatched a little girl, you big freak. You better give her back. Make it quick and I won't tell anyone you're a sick pedo. Can we leave words like abducted and pedo out of this? I was doing your job of capturing a stray invader loitering on school property. You should be thanking me. I knew it. She must have realized we were fighting and gone to check on us. Unfortunately, she must have run into the sponsor. Give her back. Give Commune back.
Please! Give me back my sister!
Oh, here it goes. The sponsor silently stared at Nozomi as she screamed. They must have found it amusing. They love toying with people's emotions. What do you want, sponsor? What do we have to do to give her, to get you to give her back? Tell us what you want right now. You stop accusing me of kidnapping? I swear I didn't snatch the invader girl. Liar. Then where is she? What a strange question. She's been with you the whole time. With us? What are you even saying? I mean, I just handed her out to the top 3 players. Handed her out? You mean the syringes? What do these have to do with it? Then it hit me. A vicious chill ran down my spine. I immediately pulled out the syringe and... No way. That's Dulce's cryptoglobin in there. It has to be. Wasn't all that much, but that little girl had some cryptoglobin inside of her. I sucked it out and had her... sucked it out of her, rather, and had it put in the syringe along with Dulce's. A special blood donation for my hardest workers. Ato, you sicko. The sponsor's laughter echoed through the school grounds. My head spun. I nearly collapsed on the spot. That means while fighting Dulce, Commune was already... No, you're lying. You must be lying. Yeah, I don't believe it. You're messing with us. If that's what you think, then take a look. Maybe you'll at least manage to find her body. Commune, where are you? Nozomi was walking around on unsteady legs, her expression stunned. Commune, where are you? Answer me, please. After that, we walked around every inch of the school in search of Commune. The sponsor was just lying. There's no way she could be dead. That's what we wanted to believe, but then I assume we found a mummified body. After night fell, we found a body in the corner of the schoolyard. It was drained with cryptoglobin and completely desiccated. We were sure it was her. Yeah, Nozomi's about to die. She's about to dropkick the sponsor. Wait, Nozomi? I couldn't stop her. She was mad with grief knowing her little sister had been killed. Driven by pure loathing, she charged at the sponsor. She doesn't have a bomb. The zombie's attack didn't even graze to the protection of the bees. And as punishment for violating the rules, she was executed. Well, we still have Tsubasa. Oh, that's the end? Okay, I guess. Killing game route, a cruel end for commune. Yeah, I mean, I guess we should have expected. It's pretty much that. Alright, pretty quick. Let's continue wrapping up this route. We should just have 2 more. Is it 2 more or is it... It's 2 more. It's one of them is, don't save Darumi. Save her, she don't want to be saved. Before decision. And then I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know where we're gonna go. We might talk for a little bit. Because we are at about a good episode length, but I mean, if I can scoot through and pick up a couple endings to get to like 50, this episode we might. I don't think we're gonna go for much longer than about 40 minutes. Let's not save Darumi. I could see this one going on for a little bit longer, to be honest. Yugumu was right. The anti-sponsor alliance, if they got wiped out, all hope would be lost. The best we could do is survive and carry on Hiruko's will. As I managed to leave, my gaze fell on her, now on the verge of death.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Hiruko, but we'll definitely bring down the sponsor. I promise.
I don't think you will. Yugumo and I turned around and started running as fast as we could. I'm sorry, Hiruko, I'm sorry. I mumbled words of apology over and over again under my breath as we dashed across the town ruins. But maybe Darumi will kill us, not for nothing. We made it back to the school by the skin of our teeth. I threw myself onto the bed once I was in my room, exhausted from the non-stop fighting since this morning. But my heart couldn't rest. The weight of my regrets grew heavier with each passing moment. Hiruko, Darumi. I could have saved them if I stepped in. I abandoned my allies to certain death. No, I didn't. I shook my head, yelling in an attempt to reject my self-reproof. By the time I'd seen them, it was already too late. My decision to flee was to avert total annihilation. I made the right choice. Oh, this is still when we have the first sponsor, too. I didn't abandon them to die. They were already beyond saving. Is that Yugumu? He might be here to talk about what to do next. Now that Hiruko's dead, we need to have a serious discussion about the future of the anti-sponsor alliance. I opened the door to let Yugumu in, but somebody else was on the other side. Once you reach the other side. Is it the sponsor or is it Darumi? Takamaru and the twins? What do you guys want? What do we want? Quit playing dumb, you freaking scumbag. Huh? Takamaru grabbed a hold of me, an enraged look on his face. What's this? Why are you so angry? Why wouldn't we be? 2 of our friends just got killed. 2? You mean Hiruko and Darumi? We checked the rankings just now and saw they died all of a sudden. That didn't seem right, so we did some investigating on our own. And guess what? We received eyewitness reports of you, that you committed the crime, Mr. Sumino? Who said that? What crime? Nozomi saw you leaving in a hurry with Hiruko and Darumi this morning. The 2 of you were hanging out, 2 people were hanging out, you were hanging out with rather, suddenly died. What do you think that means, genius? I'll tell you what it means. It means you killed him. I didn't, it wasn't me. I went out to hunt invaders together, we went out to hunt invaders together rather, but then the Squad 3 commander showed up, and then I explained what had happened without going into too much detail. I told them about Hiruko, Darumi, and Yugumu, and myself forming a team to carry out a certain operation. When the commander suddenly showed up, he killed Darumi and Hiruko. Yugumu had no choice but to escape. That's a lie if I've ever heard one. It makes a lot more sense if you to think that you're the one who killed Miss Amamiya and Mrs. Shizu. I hate the 3 of them in this route so much. Mainly Takamaru, actually, but I digress. I can't blame the kids, because they have a poor leader. And Mrs. Shizuhara. Those 2 occupied the top 2 spots in the ranking. You must have set them up so they could take your place, so you could take their place. Who'll kill another person for that? I get it, you don't trust me, but you can check with Yugumu, can't you? He can attest to the fact that I wasn't the one who killed them. I don't believe a single word that perverted clown says. This is such a dope sprite, actually. The side one with the hair going kind of to the sides and Swifty. It also makes it... This also looks like a, hey, I'm some sort of evil villain sprite. So I expect to see this again whenever we get it revealed that Kako is taken over by one of the guys in another route. Besides, you could just be colluding with each other. Therefore, I'm afraid we have found you guilty on the bias of a long string of circumstantial evidence. And now you're under arrest. Endure your stay in the courtyard cage, and don't forget to make friends with Ava. Huh? No, stop. Let me go. Let go of me. Calm down and stop resisting. They caught and restrained me before I could say anything more. Wow. I was thrown into one of the cages in the courtyard. I didn't kill them. You've got it all wrong. Let me out of here. Wrongfully convicted seems to be the name of this round. No matter how hard I tried to protest, Takamaru refused to listen. I was left to languish in the cage. I stayed there day after day until eventually we reached the end of the first round. Were you at the bottom because you couldn't get any kills, rather? Yep. Since I couldn't take part in the hunt anymore, I'd fallen to last place and the bees came for me. Where's wrongfully convicted? Round 1 loser. Okay, well, that... lame. I wanted, you know, I wanted wrongfully convicted. I mean, I feel like the one that we're about to get also should be round 1 loser. Or we actually probably won't even make it through to round 1. Before decision. And this is where we just don't team up with Yugumu. I suppose. Yeah, we don't survive the first day if we don't team up with Yugumu, actually. Yugumu taught us the secret of, detaching ourselves, that it was only work, huh? It's your future! Sorry, I can't team up with you. I was convinced Yugumu had to be plotting something, given that he went out of his way to approach me after I'd been ostracized. The things he usually talked about already made me uneasy. He probably just wanted to torment me for his own amusement. Oh, for the love of murder, you're a cautious one, aren't you, Takamo? Turning me down is as good as having a death wish, you know, unless you have someone else in mind. No, I'm not going to team up with anyone. I'll survive by myself, so stop following me. With that, I ran away. I ran until I was nearly out of breath trying to get away from Yugumu as quickly as I could. The thought that he might be trying to kill me struck fear into my heart. No matter how far I ran, I didn't feel safe. After all, I was up against a professional assassin. I continued to run around with headless abandon, till I was lost. Where am I? I realized I ended up in a place I'd never seen before. Where is this? Which direction is the school? Started looking at my surroundings. Uh-oh. And all of a sudden, a huge swarm of invaders popped out of the shadows. Of all of the times to show up, I'd spun around and began to flee. Despite my best efforts, I was unable to shake off the pursuing invaders. They kept coming after me relentlessly, trying to intimidate me with their weird cries the whole time. I love that one. That guy's great. I've been running for what felt like forever, but they were still hot on my tail. In fact, there were now even more invaders than before. And then it finally happened. They got you? The invaders managed to completely surround me. I saw no way out. The only thing I can do now is fight, but I can't possibly fight this many invaders by myself.
Somebody, help me!
Of course, it was pointless to call for help.
Fugamu! Are you out there somewhere?
He wouldn't come help me now. Not after I slapped away his offer to work together so thoughtlessly. Sorry, I can't team up with you. Why did I turn down his offer to help? Because I wanted another ending? Oh right, because I'd gotten so paranoid. I'd lost my mind after falling out of favor with everyone else and took that frustration out on Yugumu. But all he really wanted to do was save my life. It was too late for regrets. I was truly alone now. The invaders were getting more and more excited, like animals licking their lips before a big meal. They found me isolated from the others, and now they couldn't wait to start tearing me apart. Slowly and steadily, they inched closer. And the closer they got, the stronger the smell of death became. My breathing quickened, my body was trembling. I instinctively understood that this was the end. One more yell? As I looked death in the face, I finally understood. How powerless someone who was completely isolated could be. Someone who had lost the trust of others, who lost the ability to trust others. And scene. Somebody like that was already as good as dead. And this should give me an achievement. Good as dead. No? Yes, okay, right. Complete all of the killing game routes. I don't know if you heard the Steam badoop. Okay, so that is an entire route complete. Ending 92, 91, 90. What is this? 89? Hit 88. 87? No, that's 85. 86 and 87. Okay. These are all the mystery routes. And we cannot complete that because this is where we need to unlock Story Lock 2. We haven't seen Story Lock 1 for real. I want to look at some of these other like these other paths and like think about whether or not they'll be longer. This is the true route. I think this one could be a little lengthy. I think this one could be a little lengthy. But now let's do a little talking. As I said I was gonna do a smidgen of talking. I don't know if I've said this on recording, but I've definitely talked about this for people who have asked. As to when we're going to I guess do whatever route is the first route that we actually got, which is crazy. I think we're going to try to actually save that as like the last route. Just because I feel like, you know, a lot of the routes that we've just gotten, not the whole killing game route, but like some of the routes, you know, along the way feel like filler routes. So I'm not entirely sure where we're gonna go next. But I do know wherever we go, we're gonna wrap up all of our loose ends before getting whatever endings spawn from this. And when we do this one, I'm very much going to try going the wrong pathways. So whatever true ending is on this route, which I feel like is going to be a really fun or cool ending, I feel like whatever ending this is, the last one in this route, I'm going to try and make sure that that is our last route. I don't know what that's going to be. I actually feel like there's a world where this could be ending 100. Since this route does hop up and around and up here, you know what I mean? I also kind of am curious on how this will look. Because we know we can, I guess it's going to continue being a straight line because we already did a jump on this route already. But that's how I intend to do the rest of this. I think I am actually going to kind of finish up this upper branch. Because I think this whole lower branch is now done, isn't it? Killing game route to mystery route. Yeah, this entire one is done. Outside of the locked path. So where I think I might go next is up. Because if we finish the branch that's up top, then we're essentially done this entire kill, this entire kill Ato route. Which isn't long in comparison to the don't kill Ato route, which I think makes sense. So we're gonna go up and leave the school, which is interesting. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna leave the school. Whatever spawns from this, it doesn't look like it's gonna be too big, just because there's not a lot of room up here. I mean, I guess there's like a good chunk of room. I'm sure this will go to probably a day 100. Maybe, maybe not. I have to keep like in mind that we've done the entirety of the bottom route outside of our first route, but there are still spaces to fill in here. Like I know there's an entire little section that we have not even touched. This one, where we save the... No, that's reveal no... There's another one, even more so, I think. Here. And we actually go to the last Defense Academy instead of the second last Defense Academy. Wait a minute. Yo, going to the second to last Defense Academy is how you get the true ending. That's kinda... It's kinda cool, I guess. That's kinda cool. I'm kinda interested to see how long this one lasts. Because if we're, like, spitballing... it shouldn't go for too long. Right? Because let's say it walks on this line. It's gonna get blocked by some things. I don't think this goes to... Well, I guess there might be a straight line that it could go to day 100. Yeah, I thought it would get blocked by more stuff, but no, there's a world where this goes to day 100, and I could see potentially it's swooping down and filling out some spots. Like there's empty space here that it could swoop down and maybe have a path or two. Or 3. Well, really, it would just be a path or 2. But also, there's an ending, a route here and a route here, so there's not too much wiggle room for it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Interesting. Yeah, I think we're gonna continue going up this way first to finish off this upper branch. We'll dabble back here. And I think we're going to start doing some of like the offshoot branches that we just didn't do at all. Like revealing Nozomi's secret. Or... Or what else? Or going to the last Defense Academy instead. I feel like this one might be shorter than this one. Yeah, I feel like that one's going to be... Well, maybe not, actually, again. Because, once again, there's a route, like... right here, you know what I mean? I'm also trying to, like, dictate, where do I think there's a bunch of routes just chilling around? Because I also have to think, like, there could be a route that, like, goes to day 100, but it has just, like, a bunch of one-off shoots, because the one-off shoots don't take up too much room, like this, for example, you know what I mean? Let's just go and peek at how this other route starts, and then we'll go to this route next episode. We're gonna leave the school. Before decision. Before that, maybe I'll give a couple of thoughts on the killing game route, because at the end of this, maybe I'll, like, actually attempt to rank all of the endings. Clearly, so a lot of them I can just say, oh my gosh, whatever, filler. I think maybe it'd be better to just rank the routes, since the routes do have names. I'm sure there's a list of them somewhere. I think that would be the better way to do it, because it would just encapsulate, oh yeah, this is this, this is this, and that. So yeah, I think we'll rank the routes, and we'll rank the characters. As we, in most games, we do a character ranking. That being said, my character rankings have really been shifting. Let's leave the school and see what happens. What day are we leaving?
Everyone listen up. I think we need to get out of here for now, even if it's just temporarily.
It's day 4. It's day 4. I think it was day... Was it day 5? That, like, randomly, we heard the Gyai sound and Takumi got knocked out. I don't know if that is true or not. I do not remember, Charlie Brown. I really don't remember if it was on day 5 or if it was on, like, day 3. Huh? Why is that? If someone destroys C-Ray, they might be trying to send us a message. What happens if those monsters show up, huh? What if they take out the school? We're screwed. Maybe you're hiding behind all this shit, and that's why you took out the bucket of bolts. What? Why would I do that? Beats me. You're the one who murked Ato.
Oh.
You're saying Mr. Simono is behind all of this. I suppose it's not out of the question. Damn it, I didn't think they'd suspect me of doing all of this. Yep, I think we should stay. The threatening message can only mean one thing, right? Time for a blood splattering killing game. You weren't wrong, and that route was really good. So maybe we should listen to Darumi a little bit. I'm gonna go flashing 2 peace signs with my tongue hanging out. I'm super psyched. Someone make sure to get a pic. What the hell is she talking about?
Oh.
Let me ask you something, Takumi. You say you've seen the future, right? Right, but it looks like you guys won't believe me. What makes you think we should leave? The school would be defenseless. I assume you understood this when you made the proposal. Right, I came back after living an entire 100 days. I remember all the defensive battles we had. The invaders will attack again on day 7. That leaves us 3 days. One more thing, like I said, we have allies a fair distance away from here. If we can meet up with them, we'll be better off in our battles. I'd like to take the opportunity to go and get them. I summarized everything I said yesterday as a reminder. Second to last defense academy. Second to last defense academy. Is there really another school out there? Yeah, you'll have to believe I traveled through time for this to make sense. But I swear to you I'm not lying. I believe you, bro. I do. So it's just this place, okay? I'm telling you, that message is freaking me out. Oh, Mr. Maruko is literally shaking. Well, he dies on like day 5 or 6 or 7. So I think he's right to say, let me get out of here. He is definitely the one who would die first in a horror movie. Don't put that evil on me, dummy. Takumi, this thread didn't appear in your future, did it? No, it didn't. Maybe my coming back to the past has caused something to deviate? Huh? Deviate? He means an altered history. If something happens that diverges from historical precedent, it naturally creates a variation, a new timeline, just like science fiction stories. What the hell does a hysterical president or something have to do? Oh my gosh. Remind me never to kill Eito again. Except I think we will have to later on to get another route on the true ending route. Anywho, hysterical president or whatever got to do with anything. So you mean Mr. Shimano coming back from the future is changing the past?
Yeah.
This whole tale about traveling through time is suspect, but let's assume we believe what he says. If things are no longer aligned with the future he knows, there's no guarantee the next attack will be on day 7, is there? Well, I knew it too. I felt like something was off, even beyond the threatening message. But I killed Eito to change the future. Our biggest risk factor should have been taken care of. I doubt this deviation is that big just yet. The chance of the date attacking being different is low. I think we should risk the threat and evacuate for now. Yeah, I'm with Takumi. Gakumi seems pretty traumatized by the whole thing, maybe because he was the first to discover the message. I appreciate that I got him on my side, but he's shaking so much I'm worried about him. Honestly, I have no idea what we should do. My thoughts are just swirling around. Herk. But I think I'm gonna try and have faith in what Takumi's saying. Hey, if nobody got me, Tsubasa got me. I'm gonna leave the school with them. Right, this threat is no mere prank. It's too dangerous for us to take lightly. I'm riding with Takumi. Really? Riding? Oh, I love a sadistic girl in glasses who knows when to take charge, but still, this time travel thing is way suspicious. I want to get in on a killing game, so I vote we stay. I don't think I can believe Takumi so easily. I don't want to doubt him, but there's no proof at all. If that's what my dear sister says, then I agree. This might be a trap. I would never do that. You sure about that? You can just get us all to roll over and agree with you? It's too much to suddenly take your word for everything. This seems a little suspicious. Too suspicious to me, too. I'm sorry to say. You want to stay here and enjoy a little bloodbath with Darumi and friend Shoma? Huh? Excuse me? You're an outcast like me. Let's kill all these normies together. Plus, you seem like a total squeal. You totally squeal when you die, rather. Right, a freak waste of space like me is doomed to die pathetically. Oh, he died like first. I was gonna say, when did he even die in the killing game? He was first. Correct. I mean, outside of Kurara. A freak waste of space. Yep. I'm sorry. I should just get killed like the crap stain that I am. Then you won't have to look at me anymore. Hey, I don't give a shit if you think you're crap. Just stay in the school. Shit, crap, all words are— I was gonna say, you're using a lot of poopy words. Fine words to describe me. With your blessing, I'll live up my final days as an excrement-covered worm. Hey, we'll be staying here too. If you don't mind, we still don't trust you, Mr. Shimano. I love that he just smiles and thumbs up. It's like, we don't trust you. Besides, if we leave, we can't use a revival-matic. It'd be quite a situation if something were to happen to my beautiful little sister. Brother dearest. 5 want to stay, 4 want to go. This is bad. Based on the message, all of us need to leave to satisfy their demand. There isn't enough time for me to persuade these guys one by one, which means... man, forget it. If you're gonna leave, leave without us. Fine. I just have to convince all of you then, right? Will you agree to give me some time? Oh, what are you up to? Are you gonna try some kind of underhanded trick? I'm gonna force you to see it my way. If I can prove I've really traveled through time, then they'll have to listen to me. I just have to use the ace up my sleeve. Is it the Undying Flame Boy or the...
Huh?
How do you plan on persuading us exactly? You're not about to go about to spout some spiritual cult leader garbage, are you? Well, they keep saying cult and Takumi, and I don't like it. Shoma, you must be worried about Leo. Huh? You know about Leo? I know about your affliction too. When you attack someone, you have a horrible allergic reaction all over your body. It's enough to knock you out instantly. How do you know that? You told me yourself during my first 100 days here. Does that mean you know about my secrets too? Your dad's addicted to betting, well, yes, beating too, but on betting on horse races. That's why you hate horses. Ew, you know about my worthless loser of a dad? Why don't I just kill myself? Ima, Kako, your parents passed away in a traffic accident when you were young. That's why Ima's done so much to protect you, Kako, even if it means getting his own hands dirty, right? Kako, your dreams of becoming a detective because of your father. You really know our secrets, but we never told you any of this. Wait, did you come from the future for real? His details are so specific that I have to believe he really did. Now do you believe me? No, that's not enough to prove that you time traveled. That was probably just some cheap parlor trick, rather. You're no better than a fraud who claims that they can talk to ghosts. Yeah, there's definitely other ways he could have gotten that information. Maybe C-Ray told him, or maybe he has some kind of database. No, you really did tell me the stuff in your future. I get it now. Damn, dude, you almost had me there. I knew it. This is a route we finally get to play a killing game. Let's start killing each other. Well, not anymore. We have to stay in. Well, yes, we do have to stay in the school. So yeah, you can stay here and y'all will get it done. I think Shoma might actually believe us. This isn't enough to convince them. I'm just gonna have to deploy my last resort, no matter the consequences. You want to do it this way. You might not like it. What do you mean? I only told you a little bit of what I know. I know more secrets, ones you don't want me to reveal in front of everyone. Huh? If you won't leave the school, I may have no other choice. It was a lie. I didn't know any secrets. I was just bluffing. With a dead serious expression on my face, I slowly met eyes with each one of them. Where's your proof? Are you sure you want me to prove it right here, right now? Is that a threat? You're a fucking coward, you know that. Sorry, but I don't have time for this either. Either you agree to leave right now or else. Wait, please, I'll leave. Just don't tell them. What about the rest of you? Fine, if this is how you want it, then I'll go. If my dear sister is going, then I'm going. I still don't believe your time travel story, but I can't let her out of my sight. Whatever, have it your way. I can have a killing game by myself. I'll go too. I can get through this if we all talk about our favorite gory visual novel death scenes together. Okay, so we're all going. Cool, thanks. Hurry up and get ready then. lmao. It was a risky gamble, but I somehow managed to convince all of the other losers to leave the school, albeit reluctantly. Even if they still doubted, what was Shoma hiding? Even if they doubted that I was from the future, at least they managed to avoid the most imminent threat. They wanted us to leave, though, didn't they? I mean, I guess either way, it's a win for them, right? We'll see. Whew. It's night already. After managing to convince the others, I got ready to leave, but no one else had come yet. I'm exhausted. Maybe it's because I've been so desperate while trying to convince people who wanted to stay, but now fatigue is really setting in. I had a deep sigh and closed my eyes for a moment. This is making me sleepy. If I had a bed in front of me right now, I know I'd be knocked out in an instant. Throb. Uh-oh. Ow? My head feels heavy and sore, maybe because I'm tired? Makes sense, this situation is turning me to a ball of nerves, but thankfully the pain woke me up. I smacked the side of my face to pump myself up for the trip.
Hey!
Snap out of it, Takumi. By this time, everyone was showing up at the entrance, now ready to go. Okay, so here's the thing. That throb does make me believe that we're still, you know, got a little something in our head, you know what I mean? You're all here. Let's get going then. Yeah, it's dark now, but we'll be okay, right?
Huh?
Tomorrow, anyone who's able should head for the second to last Defense Academy. For now, we need to get to the Wall of Fire. We'll be roughing it tonight. You mean sleeping outside? Hope we don't run into any invaders.
Oh.
Dear sister, dear brother rather, is here to be your personal blanket and keep you warm. Disgusting. You don't have to do that. This fire extinguisher you were talking about really works on those flames. Yeah, it's only temporary, but it works. We are the boys and girls who grabbed the sun, riding to Valhalla. Let's get moving. Come with me, unless you want to be burnt to a crisp. Without hesitation, Hiroko took a fire extinguisher and walked towards the roaring flames. Oh my god, Mistress Hiroko is so cool. She's gonna die looking cool too. Well, she did. In the other row. Hey, hold on. I grabbed an extinguisher and hurried after her. And that's how we all ended up escaping to the other side of the Wall of Fire. Everyone was at a loss for words after seeing the massive razed ruins all around us, but maybe exhaustion won in the end because they seemed to just accept what they were seeing before long. Tomorrow we head to the second to last Defense Academy. And then... It's no good. I'm too sleepy. I'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes. I gave into the listless feelings and closed my heavy lids. Hey, you know? Actually, I don't think that the entirety of us playing the killing game is us with that thing in our head. Because I think at some point we get knocked out or something. After we get one of the things in our head. And we become the queen. Now, I'm thinking. I'm doing a whole lot of thinking. We have, I think, currently one of the creatures in our head, right? We got an alien in our head. A little invasion of the body snatchers. I think this is interesting because it was something along the lines of what the queen or the Gyai, the female Gyai, said in the head of Nozomi, that she and her brain and herself was just so like not killing friendly, you know what I mean? Takumi is, and that's really based on what Yugumu said. How he's got kind of like the natural, a natural affinity for killing. You know what I mean? Morning already? I felt the sunlight through my eyelids. I rubbed my eyes like usual and moved to get up when it hit me. Right, we slept outside. Seeing the ruins spread before me made me remember that we'd evacuated outside of the Wall of Fire. Oh my god, good morning. I felt so sorry that I had to be the first thing you see when you woke up. Truly the worst possible way to start your day. That's not true, Shoma. Is everyone else awake? They've been awake for a while. Well, half of them couldn't sleep in the first place. Oh, really? Who could sleep knowing invaders could show up without warning? I felt my stomach churning all night. Same, and Drumi wouldn't knock it off with her creepy talk. All I was doing was sharing my top 100 massacre scenes. my Watch Mojo top 100 massacres. Morning is so depressing anyway. I hate it. I wish I was dead. Damn it, if everyone's depressed now, it's me. Everyone seemed pretty low right now. You seem to sleep well, Mr. Sumino. You must be quite the masochist to be able to sleep on such a hard surface. Huh? You must have been really tired. Are you alright? That's still a little fuzzy since I just woke up, but my body feels fine. If I had to complain about one thing, I guess my back hurts. It's just the price to pay for sleeping outside. Unless someone has scooped something from your back, you know what I mean? I'm fine. I slept like a log. I thought he said a frog for a minute. I was about to freak out. After hearing my answer, Kako smoothed her hand over her chest with a relieved look on her face. Oh. Huh. Was I sleeping that hard? I hope I didn't have drool marks on my chin. But everyone seems to be fine. Thankfully, I was sure an irrelevant nobody like me would have been killed by now. Well, we left like the message said, rather. Now the culprits gotten what they wanted. Right? Right? I think so. We kept our end of the bargain. The message didn't say don't come back or anything. Oh. Surely we wouldn't be killed if we went back on day 7. So we have to make our way to the second to last defense academy today? Yep, but considering how far it is, we should go in a smaller group. Just how far away is it? Pretty far walk. If we use our hemoanima, it shouldn't be a problem. But we should stick to those of us who have the stamina to walk for an entire day. If you want to keep a good balance between who stays and who goes, I think 4 of us should go. Takumi and I are given who are the other 2 volunteers. Hiroko's dead set on going, huh? Which makes having her makes me feel reassured. Uh-oh, I think I see an event flag for Hiroko and Takumi. Huh? Drumi smirked as she looked at me. What does she think is going to happen? Everyone must still be feeling suspicious of Takumi because of what he did to Eito, right? In that case, we need people who can stop Takumi without hesitation in the events that something goes wrong. That's why you're going. Takumi, you can't get away from Mistress Hiroko. I guess she's warning me that she'll kill me if she has to. I kind of already knew, but everyone seems pretty wary of me right now. If this is what they want, this is what it takes to get them to work with me. Hey, take Shoma and I with you. Huh? Shoma? In case you need a sacrifice, I understand, then by all means. You got it all twisted. There's a good chance to toughen you up. You got a loser attitude, and that's gonna get you killed real quick. I'm gonna use this trip to straighten you out. I think I might be beyond hope. But if you say a dirtbag like me can change, I want to try. That's what I'm talking about. Time for Hellfire Takamaru super intense training. The Heldeback training, rather, regimen. Aye, aye, sir. No guts, no glory, baby. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's 4 people, right? The rest of us will just wait here? I guess so. I don't think we should go back to the school until Takumi's group gets back. No. Grab those allies or whatever and get back here as soon as possible. I hate horror movie stuff, man. Right, we need to bring them back. We need all the people we can to achieve our goal. Only Eito's dead right now. Cool. Hey, are you even listening? Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't have any chain. Wait. We have that thing in our head still. Mainly because this can be interpreted 2 ways. Right, we need to bring them back. We need all the people we can to achieve our goal. Can be obtained as we need all the people we can to achieve our goal, surviving until day 100 and winning the entire thing. But knowing the guy is like, if this is the first route you have ever played, you could just be like, oh yeah, to achieve our goal to make it to day 100. This is actually very foreboding with the knowledge of those creatures. You know what I mean? Oh man, that's so bad. I wasn't asking for any, way to be classist. Oh, that wasn't it? Sorry. I wasn't listening at all. I really need to get it together. We're wasting time. Let's go. Come on, Shoma. Start with 5 miles of jump squats. Yes, sir. Time for this pathetic worm to start crawling and start leaping. Oh, it's a new day. Yes, it is. I'm a pathetic slimy frog. Did someone say frog? Okay, well, you know, I clocked in and said, oh no, this thing is definitely still in our head. Now, because I think on day 5 we might have gotten clocked and something happened and maybe we got swapped out or something strange, weird or something. But here, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that we have that thing in our head. I hate phys ed. I'm a hikikomori. I just don't live like that. They're already leaving me behind. I gotta get going. Good luck. We'll hold down the fort here. Be careful, Takumi. Thanks. We'll be back on the morning of day 7. I waved goodbye to the group staying behind and left the campsite. We need to get to the second lesson Defense Academy quickly. We walked and walked and walked, ignoring Shoma, to suffer his way through Takamaru's brutal training. Hiroko and I remained silent. We squeezed in a few short breaks as we walked all night until the sun came up again, and then we finally saw it. Okay. We made it. This is the second to last Defense Academy. It's real. Shoma did jump squats the entire time? Right. So we just kick in the door or what? No, we're not here to fight anybody. Just be normal, please. Let's start by saying hello. Headed for the front entrance when a familiar face popped out of the building.
Hello, and welcome to second to last Defense Academy. You are from the main campus, are you not?
When did Nigo die? Nigo didn't come with us. That's right. I was gonna say, when did Nigo die on the killing game round? Nigo didn't come with us. It's that robo bastard again. What are you doing here? He does resemble C-Ray, though that's not him. They're equally adorable, though. You have a good eye, but it's as you say. I am not the Honorable C-Ray. I am known as Nigo, the commanding officer here at the second to last Defense Academy. In addition to keeping this place running, I also serve under the Honorable C-Ray when the occasion demands it. A pleasure to meet you. How did you know we came from the last Defense Academy? Well, you have infusers, do you not? Only students from one of our campuses would be carrying those. Nigo's smug face looked exactly like C-Ray's. If he wasn't wary of us, explaining things would go quickly. Oh, man. I kind of wonder if knowing that we were able to go back 100 days and we still have that level of hemo anima cryptoglobin, right? I wonder if the one that is in Takumi's head right now is ever using that ability to go back to the start and maybe hide out on certain routes. Interesting. Anywho, if he wasn't wary of us, explaining things would go quickly. Their timing is perfect. There's something I want to ask. I was a tad perplexed when the Honorable C-Ray stopped contacting me for our daily intel exchanges. Oh, was your communication equipment damaged? Is there some trouble at the main campus? Remember having the same conversation before, but the situation was a little different then. I'll explain everything. But first, could you bring your students out here too? I want to talk to everyone at once. I don't like the sound of that. Okay, come on in. I'll get the students. Are these allies you were telling us about rather? Can't wait to see what kind of people they are. Right, I hope they're nice people. Well, one of them's nice, one of them is weird, two of them are weird. Two of them are weird, one of them's not nice. I decided not to tell Shoma that one of these people beat him up to near death in my future. We followed Nigo and entered the second to last Defense Academy. Ooh, wait a minute. Can I... So let's say... We're missing Route 70... It was 74 that we needed? 74, 76, or was it 76, 78? I can look in a second. Because we're at the 80s here. So look, I'm like peeking here. We're at the 80s here, but there's not really any gaps here. For real, for real. I guess there are here. But I also don't expect these endings to be in the 70s. Where's Route 1? I'll continue in a second, I promise. But we won't continue for too much longer, to be honest. These are all in the 30s. Well, these are in like the 60s. These in the 60s, the 40s. These in the 80s. And well, I think we already have most of the 90s complete, so maybe the 70s are in here. Because hear me out. We need... What is it? Ending 72 and 76. And I also don't know where the story lock is. If this is in the 70s, I actually do think there's a real chance that the Takumi from this timeline is, you know, Gyai Takumi is potentially doing some route hopping himself, but via his crypto anima. His hemoglobin. His hemo anima, his crypto globin. Nigo opened the door to the gym, and I was greeted by the faces that felt like a somewhat nostalgic at this point.
Okay, everyone, gather round. There's some people I want to introduce you to.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If you gave me this scene, I would say, wow, Kyoshika must be like the most like standard and normal one. That's just very much by the book and is very stern. That's not her at all.
Huh? Who are you?
What? 3 strange men have appeared.
Yeah, and then at that point you'd be like, oh no, never mind. She's a fool.
Can you stop with your perverted fantasies? You want all of them in your sword too, you sicko?
lmao.
I had no such disgraceful thoughts in my head.
Hey, writers, moan is a crazy word to use there. It was more like a grunt. You literally just moaned, right? Wait, where are Miss Mojiro and Miss Kirifuji? They went to grab a drink. Oh, looks like they're back already. Sorry to keep you waiting. Wait, who are these people? That bright voice, that innocent smile, is Nozomi. Seeing her made something well up inside of me. It was a creature in my brain.
Oh boy, strange boys, nobody warned me.
So this is the real Moko. Greetings, we are...
Oh, don't look, you don't have, I don't have any makeup on. I might be beautiful without it, but it's still so embarrassing.
Are the girls here in Astrasa? Huh?
Oh.
I didn't say anything, let's get on with this. I love Hiroko, actually. Oh, right, now that everyone's here, let's have a round of introductions. After each of us quickly introduced ourselves, I explained the situation, and what I experienced in my timeline and everything that happened since I traveled to the past. Finally took a breath after explaining everything, why we'd come to the second campus, and Nigo's probably not gonna be okay. Yep, that's everything. I don't know if you believe me, but hold on, this is all too sudden. It makes no sense. Yeah, I get suspicious. I get how you'd be suspicious. We only half trust Takumi ourselves. But that part about that wind-up toy of a CEO getting killed and ripped to bits is true. The stuff about the weird-ass message, too. The Honorable C-Rank killed? Dismembered? No! Dismembered, you say? I would love to see how he got taken apart. Here, Nigo, let's reenact. I'll put you back together afterwards, I promised. Wow, you'd hurt your poor, sweet little old Nigo? It would just be a light filleting. Forget that. Are these filthy animals telling the truth about the last Defense Academy? She practically spat up the word filthy as she looked at us. Well, yes. And they know too much for them to be making it all up.
So Takumi really did time travel too,
Sir Takumi left through time to save the past, rather, in a super slash siblings alt super slash. If I had a nickel for for every time a game that we've played in the past calendar week has referenced Super Smash Brothers, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it'll pay the bills. I see, it all makes sense. Shut up, simpleton, or I'll shove that sword down your gullet sideways till you yelp. Sideways? Goodness gracious. Assuming we believe what you're saying, what are we supposed to do? I want you all to come to the last Defense Academy immediately. Like I explained, the school is just a decoy. There's no need for you to defend it. Please stop bringing that up. You're going to make them resent me. Rest assured, I already completely despise you. Why don't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us anything about this, you pathetic lump of scrap metal? I'm sorry. It was an order from above. I had no choice. Calm down, Kurara. We need to focus on what we're doing today. We're going to do rather. Moko stepped out in front, trying to reel Nozomi as she started to lose her composure. Nozomi?
Hey, no fighting, okay? Hey. We have no choice but to go to the last Defense Academy. Is that what you're about to say, Nigo?
How did you know that?
Because the last Defense Academy falls and all of the work we have done will be for nothing, right?
Preposterous. How could you use an Uzuzuki as a decoy? Get down on your hands and knees and hot coals and beg for my forgiveness. Can you weirdos just answer yes or no already? Seriously. It was Nigo's turn to step out in front, reeling in Takamaru before he could start resorting to threats. I apologize for keeping this for everyone. I'm sorry. Now that the Honorable Series has been destroyed, you must defend the last Defense Academy with your lives.
I need you all to step up to this new mission. This is my final order for you.
What do you mean final? Even if the second to last Defense Academy is a decoy, that doesn't mean it's without its function. I can't abandon my post. I will stay here. Wait, the invaders will come for the school for a second time soon. The next attack will be on day 10. It'll be enough to break the defense barrier. Told the other team about what I can remember of what Nozomi told me in my previous timeline. Moko was taken away because of what the enemy's planned attack, how they had managed to survive, somehow using the revival-matic, but no matter how much I tried to convince him, Nigo wouldn't change his mind. In the end, we begrudgingly decided to leave Nigo behind and head to the last Defense Academy without him. We're taking the bus though, right? That settles it then. Oh, for the love of murder, who could have seen this coming? Well, I suppose I don't mind a bit of excitement.
Oh, come on, Nozomi, don't look so anxious. I'm worried about Nigo too, but we need to protect the last Defense Academy now.
Moko.
We don't have anything to be scared of if we're together. We're gonna be okay, okay?
Indeed. The Holy Jumanji Sword agrees, and she says bye-bye to the second to last Defense Academy. So he was telling the truth about the girl who talks with a sword. I told you they're all very unique, but you can count on them. Mr. Simino, I'm counting on you. Yeah, you got it. Nigo held out his hand to me, but he couldn't reach it at all, so I just replied with a nod. We don't have time to spare, we need to get back. Everybody got ready, said goodbye to Nigo, and boarded the school bus. After leaving the sector to the last Defense Academy, Takamaru drove us on the same road we'd come by. Eventually, I dozed off. You do a lot of sleeping, don't you? It was already dawn by the time we made it back to the campsite. Day 7, the day of the attack. Everyone who'd been waiting came running once we got off the school bus. Welcome back. Thank goodness you're all okay. Oh, these are the second to last Defense Academy people, eh? These are the people, the rest of our teammates rather, they look poor. Don't you have any shame? I love Kurara. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. They look poor. You should be begging to be forgiven for even being born while you bounce off the windshield of a luxury vehicle. Dang, you've got some freaking manners. Get some freaking manners, so she doesn't have any freaking manners. Unless you take off her mask. In which case, if you take off her mask in another route, she might not be her. So we're led to believe. These new characters are totally freaky. I love it. Sorry, Kurara's always like this around new people. Always? Haha, it's just how Lady Kurara shows her love. So says the Holy Jumanji Sword. Lady Kurara? And you can talk to your sword? If anyone knows about love, it's this freak in her sword. You should see what she uses as a sheath, if you get what I mean. That's not true. My relationship with my blade is purely platonic. This whole exchange feels familiar. Sorry that you have to see a puke stain like me back here again. It's unpleasant. I'll just go disappear somewhere. I've been thinking, you're rather cute. If you want to disappear, I can make it feel real good for you. Really good? Are you talking pleasure?
Oh my god, he's going to pile driver!
Now, at this point, I'm sure many of you know what a pile driver is. Generally, it's one of those moves where you're holding somebody like this. March does it, Sakura does it. Sakura is now pretty famous for doing it, and everybody cringes when she drops somebody on their head and neck. That's the pile driver, essentially, you know what I'm saying? These girls are out of control. You're all acting like a bunch of simpletons. Are we going to be able to get through today's battle like this? Right, the invaders will be attacking today. Last time the other team were awkward with the rest of us for a while after we first met. Took some time for us to get close, but we don't have that kind of time right now. I need to get things organized. Everyone listen up. Yeah! The invaders are gonna attack it today, so let's head back to the school and get ready. Back to the school? Aren't you worried about the threatening message? What, are you gonna sleep out here like a coward forever? You can die out in the wilderness rather if you want. You'll be on your own. Okay, let's go back. Dang it, why does this always happen to me? I just want to end up in a pool full of cash money. I thought we'd actually be outside for an extended period of time, but I guess it's just a couple of days. We quickly introduced ourselves to one another, then set off towards the school. Second Last Defense Academy students looked on in amazement as we used the extinguishers to open up a path through the undying flames, and so we returned to the Last Defense Academy for the first time in 3 days. So we had 3 days in the school where nothing changed. I can't say nothing changed. Maybe they wanted us out of the school for 3 days, not for murder reasons, but essentially to make sure that something happened. What is in this school right now? Cafeteria? Maybe they're gonna poison our food supply. Maybe they're gonna set some traps or something. Maybe somebody's gotten into Ato's body. Nothing seemed to have changed. We showed the newcomers around the school, examined it from corner to corner ourselves. Finally, we arrived at that last classroom. That classroom. This one. I thought they were gonna talk about the morgue. There really is a threatening message. The message on the blackboard still looked as creepy as it did the first time.
You still haven't found the culprit. I swear, when I find out who's behind this prank...
I'm gonna hit them with a nasty Destino!
Destino? I don't know for sure what a Destino is. I know it is, it sounds very pro wrestling. It sounds very lucha libre, but I don't know what a Destino is specifically. If I had to like think about what a Destino is, I would think it would be something akin to a springboard Mexican destroyer. That would be my wild guess. Maybe I'll look it up. A prank, you say? Is that really all it is? Why are you laughing all creepy like that? I can tell by the way that they've written the word kill that they have a lustful blend of love and hate. The writer's thirst for blood is pulsating off the board. I'm all turned on. This guy is scary. Don't worry, Lady Kako. My holy Jumanji sword will protect you. Speaking of lustful, that sword of yours is a biohazard. You should keep it far away from children. The Holy Jumanji sword is not a tool of licentiousness. I swear. Licentiousness. Oh, I have a suggestion. I think some of us should stay inside during the defensive battle just in case. Huh? But won't that put us at a disadvantage? We have you guys now, and our Hemoanima is powerful enough already. I'm not worried about leaving the inside of the school defenseless. But I'm worried about leaving the inside of the school defenseless. Who knows what could happen? The message is still bothering me. Now that C-Ray's gone, I'm not comfortable with all of us leaving. Then I'll hang out here and wait. I'd rather get hunted by a crazy murderer. Drew is completely effed in the head, as usual. Well, whatever you want to do. Let me guess, you twins are gonna stay too? Well, that's right, we'll abstain. It seems safer here. If we hold up in a room, just the two of us, we'll be perfectly safe, right, Sister Dearest, rather? Kako still wants to fight. Wow, you guys even want to get killed, killed rather, even more than I do. I think I'll stay too. Even if I were to go, I'd just be holding you back. Make sure you keep up your training. Build your body like you mean it. Yes, sir. That means the people going are the 5 members of the Second Last Defense Academy and those of us who haven't volunteered to stay, right? Nozomi, are you good to go? Yeah, no problem. I'll fight alongside with everyone else. There was no hesitation in Nozomi's eyes. She explained to the others that how she could fight with an artificial class weapon. Guess there's nothing to worry about if she can retreat if things go south. There it is. Huh?
Intruder alert.
Okay, very good. Well, they're really here. Wow, how remarkable. It's just as Takumi said. We have to sortie. Okay, hopefully they let me go to the room. Great, because I'm going to save here. Yeah, I did come from the future, fools. Believe me now. Alright, so we're only going to be at 48, but I think we've jumped up tremendously in the number of endings. I still want to stay like ahead of the episode count, you know what I mean? That's my goal at this point, to finish these 100 days before we reach 100 episodes. That being said, I think we will very well be able to do that. Next time, we'll see what this route has in store for us. Right now, I have no idea. I thought it was going to be us just camping out all the time, but that is not the case. But I do think I know at this point it has something to do with the Gai creatures, the certified G's and the bona fide thugs, and you can't teach that. Regardless, let's go back to the title. I just saved, right? It also does a pretty good job of auto-saving. And I guess we can just very, very briefly talk. I thought, admittedly, we were going to camp out and we start going missing one by one, is what my gamble would have been. But that's kind of already been happening in the mystery route, so I actually have no idea what this is going to be. You know what I mean? I feel like there are going to be a couple endings on this route. Maybe 2 different paths on this route. I have no idea, because it feels like we've gotten most of our pathing now, outside of maybe 2 straightforward routes from the lower end, if I were a gambling man. That being said, let's go to our gallery real quick. I'm pretty sure I know what our event's gonna be, or rather our CG is gonna be. I think the best CG that we could use is like this one. However, this is probably pretty spoilery, unfortunately. This one's pretty good, but also pretty spoilery, you know what I mean? I wanted to see if, like, in this picture, if there was anything, like, weird about Takumi, you know what I mean? No? Okay, well, whatever. Like, there were an extra blood splatter. I do like how Vestience is kind of like the centerfold of this one. Whose shoes are those? Oh, we all have kind of like a spike in our shoes. That's kind of cool. Didn't notice that. Yeah, we didn't get that many CGs this time. That's unfortunate. Is that Ava? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I really do not remember when this. Yeah, I do remember when this happened, because they had their. You had your crypto globin drained, and he was stabbed about 50 times in the chest. I do remember. Yes. Yep. I recall all of these. Those were crazy things were happening. Unfortunately, I think we only got 2 CGs this time. We also saw this one again. So you know what? Maybe we'll use this one. This one's really not that much of a spoiler. All of these characters are very much revealed. And you know, we finally got our happy ending, so Darumi will probably just be over there on the other side. Maybe she'll be in the popcorn bucket. That might be kind of neat, coming up over the popcorn. We'll see. That being said, I love the killing game route, actually. that was a lot of fun. I think the endings besides... and I feel like this might be a general complaint with some of these routes, is that the endings kind of feel like, oh yeah, this is just a bad ending. A very short whoop-de-doo RIP in peace ending. Whenever you don't go on like the main stretch to wherever should be this quote-unquote truest ending. Or at least not truest ending for the whole game, but truest ending for that specific route. Some of the routes I think are better at that than others. And I think, you know, the best one is probably the true ending route, because it has a couple of different routes that are like, huh, that does expound on things. This does not just end in a game over. Like even like the one where we'd let Eito just go off into the distance. That one had like a fun little extension and kind of became its own little ending too. And then of course Rebellion on that one. Very good. That being said, the worst of them was the Box of Blessings. That one was just like hash repeat. Slight variance in the ending. It is what it is. At the very least, in the Killing Game route, at least it had like, whoops, it had a little something different. They had actually, I think, CGs for each of the endings as well, kind of, sort of. So that's kind of nice. Oh, we did get a couple of different endings from those. Like, there was one where Takumi was all by himself. I think it was this one, it just was zoomed in a little bit more, actually. So, I mean, like, that exists. We got, I assume there's just several people getting carried off by bees. We got this one and this one, this time. Hip, hoop, hip, hoop, hip, hoop, hop, hoop. Oh, it's kind of interesting. Those two both have the bees, the leftmost bee like that. These two both have, I guess we'll call it the center bee. The center bee only changes twice. The top bee, I think, changes pretty much every single person. And I think the bottom bee doesn't really change for Kiyoshika and Kurara. Or, actually, Nozomi. But it does change. And I actually don't think it changes. I think it just, they took it and they moved them a little bit. You know what I mean? Very cool, very neat, whatever. Anywho, I think that's all that we have. Also 1,000,000%, this is our, that's our thumbnail. Two Blue Flight Crew. Until next time, I don't know what this ending is going to be about. I have no idea what it's going to do, because I thought we were actually just going to be outside of the academy for most of the time, but that is not the case. I thought we'd be actually just exploring the world. But I guess we've kind of done that in other routes too. But we always come back to the academy anyway, so it is what it is. I now literally have no idea what's gonna happen. Toodaloo Flight Crew. My thoughts are unthoughted, but I do know that this one is really gonna be a bunch of Takumi like having a couple weird thoughts in his head. I'm very curious to see how this one ends. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it may end with a Looper Gyai Queen. You know? Anywho, Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.